Welcome, my little couch potatoes, to the comfiest courtroom on the internet. I'm your host, Llama, and it's time for dramatic testimony, overruled objections, and absolutely unqualified opinions. So grab your snuggiest blanket, some delicious snacks, and get ready to watch court with your internet besties. This is Couch Court with Llama.
Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Oh, I got something else playing in my ear. Hi, how are you? There we are. Okay, I'm settled. It's like I've never done this before. Every day. You're on mute, babes.
Of
Oh,
course.
yeah, we're professional. It's
Of
fine.
course. I'm good at this.
We just got done listening to the latest episode of Love Trapped. And so, pardon us if we're a mess. The one that just came out at midnight, we were listening to it before we got on. And oh boy, you've been put on notice, Buffy.
Oh my God. I'm always on notice. But oh my gosh. I honestly, look, we meet in the back room, right? Like 10 minutes, like and just kind of talk. I'm listening to this at 2.0 speed because I like need to finish this before we get on here because I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like, oh my gosh. And then I'm texting my husband, you need to finish that, like, listen to that last episode. I was just,
Yes,
wow.
it was
Wow.
something. Wow. Yeah. So if you haven't listened yet to the last episode of Love Trapped, it just came out. She gets letters from Laura because who doesn't? It was
didn't get
wow. Oh,
letters
there were
from
so
Laura
many
yet.
things about it. Oh, Danielle talking about their little daughter. God, I hate Laura so much.
Oh,
How
I had
dare
to fight
she?
back tears a few times
How
listening to her
dare
talk.
she?
Oh, don't make me cry on stream, Llama.
I know. We're not gonna talk
Um,
about it because I was very like I was trying to put on my makeup and I was like, "Ah!" I
yeah,
hate
I
her so
was
much. A
making
child, Laura.
my
Real
protein
child.
shake before I got on here, like blending, and I abused the blender this morning. It was
Oh my
extra
goodness.
chopped.
Just Jen. Hello, babes. Hope you're doing well. It was incredible. So after later today, actually just go re-listen to all of it. Why not? Good morning, LMP. Good morning. Oh, I'm glad I didn't. I would have not went to sleep last night. Now before we get into anything today, we have put a link for Mike Maricini's GoFundMe. It's pinned in our chat. It is in our description of the video. For those that don't know, Mike Maricini, right? Guy number one that we talked about anyway. His DVRO ended up being, canceled because Laura didn't show up. But of course, Laura's Laura and she's awful. And so she's been taking it on appeal. And his lawyer, Omar, also known as the Tilted Lawyer on YouTube, not put out, it was submitted to the courts, a list of expenses. And it was a lot of money because as we've been tracking Clayton's, we realized that everything is a lot of money. And not only that, Laura wants to take it to appeal, which means that Mike has to get a whole new lawyer. In the GoFundMe, Mike talks about it in the about section about it could be anywhere from $20,000 to $85,000 to fight fucking Laura on this stupid appeal. So if you can, please donate some money to Mike. We've heard his story. Well, we're revisiting the 2025 DVR when we get there, but we all read those texts. We all heard the stories. We all don't believe her at all. And so if you can donate in any way, I'm also working on some stuff in the background that I don't really want to share yet, but it's big. It's big and I'm crazy. I don't know what I signed myself up for, but that'll be there pinned to the chat all day. Also, if you're replay crew, you don't have access to the chat because sometimes it doesn't appear until hours later for some reason. It is in the description of this video. So please go donate to Mike, his family, their two little girls. Oh, my heart. My heart. If you listen to Love Trap, you'll be like, just take it all. Take all my monies.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know.
And she's threatened to like file another one against him. It's fucking nuts.
Oh, I
Poor
know.
guy.
And if this appeal doesn't work, I will be getting another one. I think that's what I wrote in the documents. I'm not sure. I'm not supposed to be
Something like that.
reading ahead, bad Buffy, but you know what? Sometimes you just can't help it. Like
By the time we even get back to it, we're gonna have forgotten most of it because all the other BS we're
gosh.
about to get into. Yeah, definitely go check it out, Late and Great. It was so good. Stephanie did such a good job with that. Oh, and
Yep.
Clayton, thank you, Clayton, because he said something really interesting in there. I think he's very conscious of that there might be groups of people that might want to use his story to further really bad narratives, particularly against women in general. And I really appreciated what he said in there, that
Mhm.
it's not like that. He does not stand for that. He is not that. And that this is about victims and one person. Laura is not a representative of all women. And I really appreciate him saying that, because the more that the story is going to get out there are groups that will want to push
And we
the
know
narrative.
those groups are out there
Mhm.
and we'll
And
look
so
for anything.
I really, to be, that thoughtful, man, I'm not like a fan of Clayton. I'm a fan of him as a human being. I had no
Mhm.
idea as we were covering that, going through this, what kind of person he was. And he's, been in more interviews, and just, he is a good human. All these guys are good human beings. That's why she was able to do what she did. But, I really appreciate him saying that today. And I was like, high five, Clayton. You don't know me, but high five. Thank you for being a good dude. So, but I don't want to do any spoilers of the episode. Definitely go watch it though, because she gets emails from Laura. Right, Dan Montana? And that's not even counting the legal fees from the last 10 years for Mike.
It's
So
ridiculous. It made me sick.
it is. It is absolutely disgusting. Man, I don't got anything set up over here. All right. So where did we leave off? Well, we had our little collab with Bacon Bears on Tuesday. That was a lot of fun to talk with her and, get her insight on things, and just to, hang out as some of the noobs. Sorry, I didn't get anything ready for today. What have I been doing? Oh, Lost and Laura Owens stuff. That's what I've been doing.
We are
It never
just
ends.
hanging out with a few of our best friends. It's fine. There's no judgment here. This is just a hangout.
Well, it's like every day, which I guess I can't believe the people that have been doing this
Oh,
for
I mean,
years.
in this
Like,
chat, we're not judging. I mean, our besties in this chat, they're
oh
not
no, I
judging.
know. But like the people that have been following this since the beginning, every day is new shit going on. And it's just like, when am I supposed to sleep? Am I going to
Never.
get a doctorate after we're done with this? Because it'll be like 10,000 hours of insanity. Watching everybody's, coverage of everything, plus all the past lore, because I like to catch up on that. Did you catch up on Mary Lincoln's yet?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God,
No.
it's so funny. Bruce the
Not
Moose has a
yet.
playlist all about Mary Lincoln's. He has a parody Facebook account, if you will. Oh, it's some good,
I
good
just feel like
covers and
every
analysis.
single time I have a minute, somebody goes live and I'm like, I need to do this, but I want to watch the live. And so I'm in their chat.
The FOMO is
It's
real.
just-
It's very, very real. I'll tell you that right now. It's LMP says it's sad that he felt that he even needed to say that. It's simple. Don't lie about stuff. It is. It is. You're absolutely right.
But the thing is that women will call out other women for stupid. You know what I mean?
Well,
We
yeah.
will. We will. Like, it's not
Hence,
all women. We will definitely call out stupid.
well, there's a reason I think that the majority of people that follow this case is women, because we were
Mhm.
like, listen here, you dumb bitch. That's not how any of this works. All right. Not even close how most of this stuff works at all. So, oh, Nick Starro had a great stream this morning on Laura about her 60-day extension. Why does she need more time? She's had years, because Laura
Because
always
this is what she does.
needs more time. Oh, and you know what Buffy and I were talking about too after listening to that episode? There's no way she took this plea deal. No way she took this plea deal. I don't believe it
That
for
kind of
one
just
second.
solidified my thoughts on that.
Between
Just
that,
that last
between what she's filed and Mike's for the appeal for Mike's case,
Mhm.
no way.
Mm-mm.
Which excellent.
Mm-mm.
Laura's the gift
Don't
that
believe
keeps
it.
giving.
Appreciate it, I guess.
Right? Well, let's get into. Well, I had it open somewhere, but that's okay. What we talked
I
about
appreciate that
on
she keeps
Friday.
me guessing.
Right? Yikes. Well, on Friday, since we had our collab with Bacon on Tuesday, it's been a few days now that we're back in the timeline. The timeline of 2024, Owens v. Echard is what's going on in the gigantic timeline saga of all of this. And so we left off. What did we cover on Friday? Clayton's side wanted to continue with a trial and just wanted an evidentiary hearing and additional time. The trial ends up getting moved to June 2024, and it's given 2 hours instead of. I know they asked for what, like an extra 45 minutes. So I don't remember the initial amount of time, but
Yeah.
they were given more time for the trial thing. Should it have been more?
I
Yes,
thought it was 2 hours total? Or
is
2
what she
hours each
gave them.
side?
No, 2 hours total.
Okay.
Because like what? How do you even? Because I think it was just like
I
45
think
40
that's
minutes or an hour or something.
crazy that anybody is only given 2 hours to argue a side of anything.
Of
I can't
anything.
even tell a story in 2 hours.
No. Everybody knows I can't. Everything I put together is like, it's going to be 150 parts because we'll leave nothing out. LMP says, I agree. She's going to trial and she thinks she's going to win.
But also, like, if you put a time limit on somebody, right? Can't they just like run the timeout?
Yeah. I mean, well, that's the thing is the judge, we heard it earlier, but in, some of the other civil cases we watched, like Depp v. Heard and stuff, if they're playing those games, the judge will kind of give time back to the other side. So the judge is supposed to kind of be a referee and not let that happen, but I don't know.
We've seen good judges, we've seen bad judges.
But 2 hours for this nonsense, impossible. Impossible. I can't wait till we get there. So they filed for that. Laura does what she does best and calls the police a couple times because she's scared. She's so scared of the internet. And she also asked them, can you not put this as a public record? And they are basically like, no. No, that's not how it works, ma'am. And then she wrote, well, how many blogs did we read? 3 blogs of nonsense titled The Night Things Changed from Plea, to Persecution, The Harsh Reality of My Appeal for Justice, which was dumb. And then From Miscarriage to Mockery, which really pissed me off. So that was a fun time. And then Greg's case wrapped up in February of 2024 in a very aggravating way. We already had listened to, I think it was it November or October 25th, I think was his hearing. And the judge was just basically like, you know what? Neither side wins anything. Your summaries for judgment's fine, but nobody's doing anything. Send in your lawyer cost and then we'll talk. And then it was like, you know what? Everybody can pay for their own shit. Bye. Have a great day. Which is infuriating because Greg at this point, I want to say was what, like 100,000? I don't know. Woodnick had sent in his bill, but that's on top of his other lawyer's bills. So I'm not sure there. We know you can't tell a story in 2 hours. No, I can't. No, I can't. Hello, Callie P. Good morning, babes. Hope you're doing well. And then we did watch the court hearing between Owens v. Echard. That's where we got to see Woodnick for the first time, and that she lied, which was very nice. And then Laura's attorney, Corey Keith, being like, well, sometimes it happens. Sometimes you just lose babies and you don't know. It happens sometimes. He's basically mansplaining to a woman
Sure.
judge how the female body works, but sure, Corey.
I mean,
Oh, sweet little
okay.
Corey. So the judge ordered Laura to participate in a deposition and to sign a HIPAA release for all of her medical records regarding this, which was definitely a win for Clayton's side, probably not for Laura. So that is where we left off on Friday. Now, also, it was with that hearing that we learned about the new change of date in the miscarriage,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Remember? So at first they were like in the end of December, oh, she miscarried the twins. And when she went to the doctor in November 14th or 15th, and she lost the twins. And then Clayton's Woodnick was like, oh, really? Well, where are the death certificates, biatch? Because you were
See,
24 weeks pregnant. Where are they at?
I
Where's
would
the
have
death
liked
certificates?
that
Where's the
one.
babies? You what?
I said that's where I was like, oh, let's go there. Let's
Right?
go with what did you do with the bodies,
Yeah.
Laura?
So then Corey, during this hearing, decides he's going to say, well, actually, no, she wasn't pregnant when she went on November 14th or 15th. She thinks she lost them in like September or October, 2 months before November, when she has her fake ass pregnant belly on. Your Honor, can I show Clayton my belly? No. But she's like, oh, I lost them a few months ago. I didn't know. Because that's how that happens. It's
There's
not
no
how
way
that
you
happens,
didn't know.
friends. There's
If that happened,
absolutely no
there's
way.
no way you didn't know.
There's no way. I mean, she also said, she had seen doctors about, she continued her lie when she thought she miscarried. And listen, if you go to a doctor, they're going to know that there's no baby. Like you're not going to do an ultrasound and hear a heartbeat if the babies are dead. Like it's very obvious when you go to the doctor, because she still would have been what? May to June, July, August, almost 4 months pregnant still.
Girl, I got into a car accident right at the end of my pregnancy with my middle child and went to the ER. And they were looking for heartbeat and they could not get the heartbeat because I went into labor on the side of the road. They, after that accident, they could not get the heartbeat. Do you know the swiftness in which I was rushed up to
Bet.
OB?
Bet.
Yeah. I had never been moved so quickly. Like, that was crazy. And of course, everybody was panicked because, like, they couldn't find a heartbeat. She was fine. Obviously, she's 15, but.
Right. But, like, they don't fuck around.
No.
They don't fuck around in those situations at all. At all. I think the emergency room visit I went when I was losing the baby was, like, the quickest I've ever been in an emergency room. And I was only, 10 weeks pregnant? You know what I mean? But it was quick. I got in that room real quick. I think it was like a total of like 3 hours or something. I've never been to an inner city hospital in an emergency room and be out in just a few hours, like at all. So yeah, they don't fuck around. And so that's how we know she's a liar who lies.
Right?
Are we still reading documents? Oh yes, girl. We have so much further to go.
There's
You
so
might think,
much to do.
we're wrapping it up. No, ma'am. We got a lot.
We're only in 2024.
Yeah. We're only in 2024. And the Laura saga is literally still going on to this day of more bullshit. So, but today's documents are going to be very good because today we're now in March 1st. Oh, wait, hold on just a second. On Top X, thank you for the super sticker.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day. I hope Llama blesses you. And thank you for your support, good sir. What was I saying? Oh, so now we're starting in the story March 1st, 2024. That's when Laura's supposed to have her deposition. And guess what, guys? Her deposition goes to shit. It goes to shit in a handbasket. All right. Clayton then files a motion to compel based on her admitting in this deposition to falsifying an ultrasound and, of course, several lies. Yeah, so we're going to read that motion to compel. So we don't have the deposition. It's never been released. Hopefully someday. Hopefully someday.
Oh,
But
to be a
the
fly
motion
on
to
that wall.
compel covers basically what happened in the deposition because they're about to argue and present the judge with some shit.
I'm excited about that.
And if you're like, how bad does it go? Well, her attorney, Corey Keith, quits. So Corey is out
That's
of the
telling.
picture. That is very telling. It was just within a few, let's see, what day does Corey? Oh, Corey leaves on the 12th. So he sticks around for a little bit.
Yeah, because he
But
was like, how do I get out of this?
he doesn't submit anything. He doesn't do anything. He's just like,
Yeah.
withdraw, please, and thank you. Yikes.
Yeah, because he was probably conferring with his fellow lawyers, like, okay, how do I do this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right, Kelly P. Right. Viking Mag
Days, if
says
not
a
weeks,
miscarriage
that's a
with the
little
fetus
baby.
size she claims to would have still have put her in labor, right? Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what happens in a miscarriage. Like you go into like a
but even
labor
at
of
what, 24
sorts.
weeks,
But
right? Is what she's
yeah,
claiming?
yeah. Like
Or something like that.
even if she lost them in September, she would know. All right. Like it's a lot. So yes, you're absolutely right.
Her eyeballs.
Because like your cervix has to still dilate a little bit for it to come out. I know. You know how I know? Because it's on my medical records from when I lost a baby. So Laura, girl, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. Right, LMP. It was at the point that Corey knew my client is batshit crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he learned that. And he'll write something to the court later that we'll get into, not today, but plus twins, right? You're
So
not
twice
there's
as
not only
much.
one, twice as much. Yes, absolutely. She is a liar that lies. As a matter of fact, that's why this episode is titled Lies, Lies, and Lies. All the lies. And then Clayton then moves for a joint hearing and trying to lift the protective order against him based on fabricated falsehoods, right? So I feel like at this point, and that's what we'll be going over today, friends. But at this point, Clayton and Woodnick have to be like, fucking yes, we got her, right? We got her. This is going to be wrapped up. Her lawyers quit. We can get this protection order taken away because everything she submitted, she lied, right? If she wasn't pregnant when she was claiming to be pregnant for filing the protection order, then it was all based on falsehoods. So they had to be celebrating, I'm sure. But as we all know, this is not the end of this story. So it was short-lived because what happens, what we cover in tomorrow, who would have saw coming? So that is what we'll be talking about today. I want to thank everybody who left comments. We'll go over some of the comments left on the videos from Friday. And then a few on Bacon's. I didn't do very many because we did have 2 whole videos. But, he and Ari 7, you can leave in the comments how you want me to say your name. That would be helpful. But they say she pisses me off so much. This is from our Friday episode. She pisses me off so much. I have multiple relatives who have miscarried, and it was awful and terrifying and traumatic for all of them. My mom had a high-risk pregnancy in 1998, 28 damn years ago. And the very idea of losing my brother scared her so much that she could still quote you her conversation with her gyno about coming in for a DNC if she started bleeding. And my brother is alive and well. And Jill X said, I didn't realize your miscarriage was so recent. I'm so sorry, Llama. It's clearly very raw. Sending hugs. Thank you, Jill. It's very kind of you. But also, I love other people sharing these stories because it's something that, it doesn't get talked about a whole lot, but it's so important to this story that if you don't know what happens because, I don't know, you're a dude or you've been blessed or whatever, this is something a lot of women do go through. And so it's pretty standard across the board. Like there can be different options of how, what may happen. You can pass it naturally. There might be a DNC, but the doctor advice, everything is pretty much the same, and that we have to get whatever everything out. Otherwise, you could literally die, you know? And so her stories about losing not only these twins and the previous ones, even the abortion, none of it makes any medical sense. If you've experienced it one time, all of her stories are bullshit. And also, she's claiming that this happened, it's what, 3 months after, and she doesn't seem devastated at all. As, Jill pointed out, mine was a year and a half ago, and I still cry about it. I still get triggered and upset about it. So, fuck you, Laura. Oh, thank you, Liz, for the super chat. You gorgeous lazy ladies have been amazing and fun. Thank you. You're fun too. Kelly says I had a miscarriage before my youngest, and it was traumatic. Yeah, all of it is traumatic. All of it is in so many ways. So that's how we know she's a liar who lies. I don't even need a medical, you know, document from her, quite frankly. Her own words of what happened isn't even realistic. It's not even possible. So, because I think she said, oh, she had a little bit of bleeding with twins. No, because if that's all she had in September and October, then still, where are they? Because you're gonna know. You're gonna know. KBKB, hello, said I enjoyed this so much. I was playing in the this is wait, did I do this right? Hold on, I think I missed these. Sorry. Kelly Cross, this was from Friday, says, wait for her new fake crying video. Llama called me a bitch. I know, right? I've called her a lot
And
of
I
things.
will clip it.
Yeah, we will. So it's fine. I've called you way worse. Jancy Francis says, catching you ladies on replay. Love your coverage. Thank you, Jancy. Love having you in the comments. Now, this is from our interview with Bacon Bears, our collab. KBKB says, I enjoyed this so much. It was playing in the background while I worked, which is apparently how a lot of you guys listen to us. I don't know how you get anything done because I don't. I had to like shut my friends out for a couple hours to write things. I'm like, I can't talk to you. Otherwise, I can't concentrate. She goes on to say, this is exactly the conversation I need to have when I was first discovering LO and her shenanigans. I saw some people, I don't know, I think it was like in the Discord or something, where they were talking about their friends or coworkers had discovered Love Trapped and would be like, have you heard about this podcast? And some of them were like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I've known about it for like 3 years. I'm in deep. And I thought that was so cute and funny. And I love how this story's getting out. I mean, we're noobs too, but we've been at this for 3.5 months and we're not even done
Stop
yet.
it.
So, no. We'll be here forever. Marriott Cutener says, listening to the replay, I felt sorry for Jan until listening to her sue her brother over her mother's will, which we will cover. Jan is every bit as entitled as Laura and as manipulative. Ooh. Yeah, there is a whole trust back and forth that we'll get into when it arrives. That's a whole different, it's another rabbit hole that goes down. It's crazy. And then Jewel S says the calculated, intricate lies she told Greg Gillespie's lawyer about her father being sick and COVID were diabolical. Yeah, you remember that when she sent those letters to Greg's employer, like, he's not answering me, and I have this case. She does that to all the guys' jobs, and it's so fucked up. She's the worst. And then Silhouette says, you should have had Megan Fox on. She started covering Dingus and his unhinged behavior and what she's shown a huge spotlight on. To which I say, me too, Silhouette. And maybe soon, maybe we might get to talk to Megan Fox herself. It's on our wish list. We have a whole wish list now. So thank you everyone for leaving comments on our videos, replay crew, because you don't get to be in the live chat with us. We love hearing your thoughts and as you're putting them in real time on the comments. They're always a delight to read. And thank you all for supporting us. It really means a lot. So also, we've been tracking Clayton's cost of things as we go along because a lot of people don't understand how legal fees work. Another reason to donate to Mike Maricini's GoFundMe, which is pinned in the chat or in the description of this video. So at the end of February, the end of our last episode on Friday in the timeline, Clayton's legal bill was $42,000 since December 8th. 3 months.
That is crazy.
$42,000. All right. For this bullshit. Okay. So this is why we're breaking this stuff down so people can see how expensive it is. And okay, it's money, sure, whatever. But
It's
this
money.
is future money. You know?
Money is a luxury a lot of people don't have.
Exactly. Like maybe to Laura, because she's never had a job and she just has her parents' money. She doesn't have the concept of money, but $42,000 is that's some people's entire year income. That's a lot of people's
That's a lot.
entire year income, if not less. And this bitch just wants people to pay all of this money for her fucking bullshit because nobody's ever told her no.
Dry.
She does. Absolutely. Isn't it wild, Liz? Yes. $42,000. And we're not even close to being done yet. Though at this time, they probably thought they were. Hi, barbecue queen. Hi, babes. Hope you're doing well. Justice for Mike and all of Laura's victims. Agreed. Agreed. And there's so many. There are so many. And I think there will unfortunately be more. But you know what? Let's get into what we have to talk about today. Share this tab instead. So we're now in March of 2024. This is from Padlet.com. I think this is all the best research, which has a lot of amazing resources there as well. They put them in an amazing timeline, which I love. There's so much over there. And then, of course, we use them. We also use victims of Laura Owens. Both groups do such a fantastic job organizing this web of entanglement. It's crazy. So this, again, I said she had Laura's deposition was March 1st, 2024. And so now, hi, Don. Hi. I hope you're doing well today, babe. Lo should have to pay fees. She should have to pay for a lot of things.
She should, but you can't get blood from a stone.
No, but I hope they make that bitch get a job and not a cushy job like I brush horses now or some dumb shit like that.
Making license plates.
That's a good one. Sure. Why not? What are all the horrible jobs that we peasants?
Well, I was just thinking in prison. Isn't that what the old thing was? They used to make license plate in prison.
Yeah. You know what? She should go be a server at a restaurant on Sundays. All right. If you've ever been a server before and you've had to work on a fucking Sunday, you know what I'm talking about. It's the worst day to be a server. That's what
I would request a different table.
They're all like that, honey. It's always like
no,
that.
I met her. I would request
her.
a different table if she was.
Yeah. I still have dreams of being a server. I literally just had one the other night of the place I used to work for 7 years. And I haven't worked there in 14 years. And I still get server nightmares all of the time. It's very traumatic. And I wish that for her. You know what I'm talking about, barbecue queen. Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Dan
funny you should
Montana.
mention that. My old boss just texted me.
Dan Montana. Clayton can keep renewing it and it will follow her forever. Yes, it will. She should probably become a dog groomer. I mean, hey, whatever she has to pay these debts to these people. Because again, she has
would
close
not trust
to
her with my dog.
$1 million probably in fees between her own and Clayton, Greg, and Mike. It'd have to be close to $1 million.
She's never going to pay anything.
Excuse me. You woke up because you forgot the ketchup, Or my hand, like I'll have a drink. I need to get drinks for like a party of 20. And for some reason, my hand like won't go under the drink thing. Oh, it's the worst. Hey, sir, I call them spagmares. Being a server would just set her up her next meet cute delusion. That's true.
Ooh.
That's true. Because if you've also worked in restaurants, you know, everybody's pretty much banging everybody. Just to let you know, when you go out to eat, that server has probably banged at least 3 people they're working with.
I will never be able to eat out again.
I could give you a list of reasons never to eat out again. I try not to think about it. All right, so let's get into Clayton Echard makes a press release. So let me make this bigger because it's okay, but I might be getting new glasses. I don't even think you've ever seen me in glasses before, Buffy, but
I have.
yeah,
We've been
I think
friends
I'm
for
going to
3
need to get
years.
them.
I've seen it.
That's true. I guess so. Because the new laptop I got, which is not what I'm using, girl, I don't know how everything is so tiny. It says it's normal size, and I'm like, but it's not, because it's not like that on my other computer. But like, I had to blow things up.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's how I knew I needed glasses.
Well, and then yesterday, in the morning, I caught Lauren from Court of the Random Opinions morning sesh she did. And I'm like in my bed. I have a gigantic TV in my bedroom. It's, 50 inches or whatever in my bed, which is not very far. And I cannot read shit that she has pulled up. And I was like, oh, no. And then I watched her last night because I was late because it was Marvel time. And I was still like, oh, fuck. And B was like, babe, I think you need to get a new pair of glasses. Like, I think it's time. And I was like,
yeah, that's how I knew. I had to be like, what does that say?
I'll tell you what, turning 40, shit just goes to shit real fast is all I'm saying there. So, all right, let's go into this press release. So, March 7th, 2024, in response to media inquiries, Mr. Echard has authorized the release of this statement. Clayton Echard vehemently denies ever having intercourse with Laura and her correspondence, part of the 500 pieces of communication that predicated the Maricopa County Superior Court granting an injunction against harassment against Laura, confirms the same. Clayton immediately realized he did not want a relationship shortly after a consensual, non-intercourse encounter with Laura. He promptly attempted to distance himself from Laura, both personally and professionally. 5 days after their non-intercourse encounter, Laura started suggesting she may be pregnant. 6 days after that, she claimed she had confirmed she was pregnant. Within weeks, she claimed she was carrying twins, male and female, which you don't know, right? You wouldn't possibly know the genders by then. Apparently, they do them earlier now, though.
How far?
Let's see, 6 weeks, 6 days. She claimed she was pregnant. When was it? June 1st, the 30th or the 1st. And then within weeks, so by the end of June, she said she was like pregnant with twins or whatever. I'm pretty sure. They didn't specify just within weeks, but I think it was.
I know you can get it done early with blood tests, but she would have had gone into a doctor with that and had the NPT testing with the blood test where they can do all that. Like she would have had to have actually gone to a doctor to know that.
What is this filing? This is a statement from Clayton for the press. I love this. Let's see. Mr. Echard was beyond incredulous of the pregnancy because the performance of fellatio does not cause pregnancy. Her rapidly evolving yarn did not comport with obstetric timelines. Whatever. Her claim of twins with assigned genders less than 8 weeks into the pregnancy, okay, yeah, that's not a thing, did not comport with medical science. Because I think, yeah, because I didn't find out when little Llama what he was. This was, almost
That
15
was a
years
long
ago.
time ago, though.
Yeah, that wasn't until
They've come a long
the
way.
second trimester, I think 22 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, you can find out
then
much earlier.
this, last time when we were pregnant, my first ultrasound was supposed to be 11 week, and they were like, we can also do a blood test to determine the gender while you're here there, and you'll get that. We're supposed to get it back in before Christmas. And I was like, oh my God, what? We can, like,
Mhm.
are you serious? And they're like, yeah. And I was like,
Yeah, they
oh,
can.
what?
Yeah, before it was like a big, like, you would have to either wait or you wouldn't know unless you had to have an amniocentesis for some reason early. Like now they can tell you, like, just from your blood what the, sex of your babies are just from,
Yeah, it's crazy.
your blood. It's
On
crazy.
top says, after this, I'm never getting anyone pregnant again. It's over. You're out to pasture. I don't blame anybody, right? Always use protection, friends. All right. I mean, this is not pertain to Clayton. Clayton just got a blowjob, but I'm just saying, it's never, you can always say, just remind people, though, use some protection out there. Don't put your dick in crazy. Let's see. The consequence of Clayton ignoring communication with Laura, refusing to enter into her dating contract, and demands to meet him privately to discuss a parenting plan for the pretend twins was that she vindictively contacted the Sun, Page Six, and New York Post. The Sun first reported the story. We learned that word last time, and I don't care to learn it again. The Sun first reported the story without knowledge that Lowe had been accused of fabricating pregnancies and doctoring medical evidence as a means to extort relationships several times, dating back 10 years. I love that they were putting her shit on blast to the media. The byproduct of the media coverage Laura initiated was the unification of some prior victims who had shared their experience. The commonalities included medical images hijacked and photoshopped from the recesses of the internet and confounding attempts by Laura to get them to agree to date her in exchange for her discontinuing sham pregnancies. If you don't, what is it? If you don't respond tonight, I'm keeping the babies.
Yeah.
Clayton, confident he was being extorted as he did not have intercourse with LO, demanded she produced evidence disclosure. To avoid the anticipated claims about placing the imaginary twins up for pretend adoption, Clayton reaches out to Arizona's Punitive Fathers Registry, which the chat had pointed out to us. And we were like, whoa, we know what that means now. Good move. As she'll always protect you. Don says Greg used two kinds of protection. Oh, well, yeah, that's true. That was just a blanket public service announcement just to remind people, though. That's right. Don't be silly. Put a condom on your willy. Remember those days in the 90s? I do.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yes, that's right. Having the babies if you don't respond tonight. I love it. I guess duct tape would be my final resort for self-assurance. Oh, man.
Y'all are a mess.
Now, boxed into her fable after being captured on camera jumping horses during her high-risk pregnancy, and then on court video weeks later with what appeared to be a fake moon bump, claiming she was 24 weeks pregnant by Clayton. The bizarre fishtail came to a head. I love how they write these things for him.
It's poetic. It's very, very, I mean,
it is. It's like crushing her fairy tale. I love it. In December 2023, Laura cryptically claimed that she was no longer pregnant and wanted to dismiss the action and avoid sharing any disclosure regarding her malignant faux pregnancy. After failing to appear at her deposition,
malignant.
oh, what did I say?
No. You said malignant, but I was
Oh.
like, that is a choice. That is a word choice. Malignant. Oof.
I mean, she definitely is malignant about everything. After failing to appear at her deposition, the court set a status hearing. At the status hearing, the world learned that she claimed she miscarried before her November testimony. Laura was deposed on March 1st, 2024. As the matter is being prepared for trial, and these are both public persons, Clayton provides the following statement. Excellent. 1. Private medical records will not be shared publicly because the judge told him not to do that. However, some medical records are already part of the public domain, as Laura sent what she claimed were her medical records to the media and shared the same on social media platforms because she put the Dropbox in her Reddit post like a fucking idiot.
I remember
but the court did, Judge Mata did tell them no sharing medical records. Those were
Well, it was on both
seal.
sides, right?
On both sides,
Like,
yes, correct. Yeah, correct. That was part of like when I think she said that to her when she was like signing the HIPAA release paper or whatever. Laura has since denied that a sonogram received from her and posted by her to the internet is her medical record. Again, Laura emailed the sonogram to multiple journalists, that would be Dave Neal and Reality Steve, in addition to Mr. Echard. Maybe some other magazines and stuff, but I know for sure those two because I've heard them talk about it. 3, records from Southwest Medical Imaging, Smile, were tampered with by Laura. Laura admitted that she altered medical records and falsely attributed them to Smile. Southwest Medical Imaging did not image Laura for pregnancy, and their legal department is fully aware of the arts and crafts forgery that she circulated under their trademark. Use of this image was a fraud on the courts to the extent the records were used in the collateral proceedings. 4, despite Laura testifying in the collateral proceedings to have attended appointments with various high-risk pregnancy providers, OBGYNs, there we go. There will be no records confirming because no care was ever sought. Why can't I say that word? Can you just say it for me the rest of the day, Buffy? Thanks.
Obstetric?
Thank you. Yes, obstetric. Claims of 5 claims of a doctor confirming the pregnancy are patently false. A telemed video appointment with a neurologist is not pregnancy confirmation. No, it is not. 6, the press has reached out regarding the identity of other individuals, in addition to the 2 who have had public cases involving similar allegations, who were victims of pregnancy fabrication. Clayton appreciates the job of journalists and the will of the lay army of investigators captivated by this saga. That's you, JFC. Shout out to you guys. Is not something he can control. He requests that journalists and investigators, professional and amateur, realize that Clayton and Laura, a self-help podcaster and TEDx speaker, are public people. Others who have been impacted by her serial pregnancy fraud may not be public persons and understandably may not want their private matters discussed. That's very true. 7, Clayton asks that the public refrain from any behavior that Laura could claim is harassing or bullying. Clayton trusts the legal process and is appreciative of his family and community, especially Bachelor Nation, who have continued to offer supports.
I feel like she would find anything harassing or bullying.
Literally anything. You say her name. Oh my God, the internet's so mean. Do you think she called the cops that day? I don't have it on the timeline. She did.
I just assume that anytime somebody says anything mean or something she doesn't agree with, that's like either go to the internet or call the cops, because that just seems to be the pattern.
Hi, Savage. Hi, Katie. Right? Sorry, I'm 5 minutes behind.
I am always 5 minutes behind.
Katie says, if every man in this chat doesn't say hi to me, I'm having all the twins. Uh-oh, you guys. Katie's serious.
You gotta put a time limit on that. In the next 5 minutes, if you don't say hi,
That's
I'm
right.
having your babies.
Sorry, I have to go get more coffee. I'm very flimmy today. Okay.
Need more coffee to survive. That's me making everything a song. Sorry about that.
I love it.
At least I'm not juggling, which I often threaten everybody with.
There we go. Okay. Coming back. Did Katie already have the babies? Probably. It's quick.
Oh, she's crowning. She's crowning right now.
Hello, Stringer Bell. Good morning to you, babe. Hope you're doing well. So that was Clayton's statement on March 7th, 2024. Now, next, what we got here is Clayton's motion to compel. So this is on March 11th. This is after, again, Laura's deposition. And we're going to get some insight from this about what happened that day. So buckle up, guys. This is what we've been waiting for. Because I imagine that this is probably also spicy. Oh, Katie's in labor. Push, everybody. It's a lot of twins to be having for all, 46 people watching right now. Good luck with that, Katie.
She has them in bulk.
She too has a super cervix like Laura. Excuse me. Sorry. I don't know why I'm all coffee and phlegmy today. Mess.
Because it's spring.
Well, it's like, what's the temperature right now? It's stupid, not warm. I'll tell you that.
Oh, it is very warm 40s. Here.
No, I think it's like a high 60 today or something.
No,
but then it was like 80 the day before. It's stupid. All right. So motion to compel. Respondent Clayton moves this court to compel Laura's disclosure and enter appropriate sanctions for her non-compliance. That's right. We want her to get in trouble and pay some money. There is a footnote that says, we'll get to, I'm sorry, I thought that was a footnote. It was not. At Laura's Rule 57 deposition on March 1st, 2024, Laura testified, 1, she altered an ultrasound image falsely claiming they came from Southwest Medical Imaging. Smile. There's the footnote. The footnote says, to be clear, this motion to compel in no way implies that Laura's multiple prior attorneys or her current counsel knew that they were using falsified, tampered medical evidence. So they're not even throwing her lawyers under the bus. They're like, which is nice, right?
I think it's very magnanimous of him.
Oh, look at you with the big words today. Love it. Hi, Claire. Hello. Hope you're doing well, babe. Is that a regular cervix with a cape?
The visual from that in my head.
2, she miscarried 2 hand-sized fetuses sometime in September, October. Sometime. She doesn't know when they popped out of her vagina. But sometime then, okay, because that makes sense, and was seen by yet to be named telehealth providers, but provided no records regarding the same nor confirmation of the date of the alleged event. So she's saying, I had a miscarriage of 2 twins that were the size of my hand, and I made a telehealth appointment. No! That's not what happens. That's not what you should do anyway. What?
That's the part that gets me is like, who does that? Who goes online to say hi?
Hi.
Like,
hi.
I'm having, like, this is what's happening to me. Like, no, I need to go to the hospital right now. Like, someone needs to put their hands on me and tell me what is wrong with me.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, every single woman knows this, that if you're pregnant and blood comes out anywhere, sometimes it can be a little bit. There is instances where it doesn't necessarily mean you're miscarrying, but they literally tell you if there is any blood, go. Like, period.
Yeah. They tell you if there's more than a size of, what is it, like a quarter or anything that comes, like you need to go. Like, actually, anytime you see bleed, I would go anytime I saw blood.
Absolutely.
Like, because that's just,
Absolutely.
not normal. You tell me it's normal, I'll go home. I'm just not going to assume everything's okay.
No, not at all. Right, Viking? Exactly. She's such a liar. Lady in Gray says any telehealth person would have told her to go to the ER. They would have told her, what about her fucking mom? My mom would have dragged my ass to the hospital if I wasn't going. Like, what? No, you go. You just go, because there's so many things that can happen to you going through this. Like, you
And you're
literally could
telling
die.
me that she didn't take her mom with her to all of these things? Like,
Right.
Mom, I need you. Like, what?
Yeah, right? She's still on her mom's tits, and she has to have her mom with her everywhere. Like, oh, okay.
Ridiculous. It's
Okay.
hard to believe. Like, I had surgery like 2 years ago. You know who I had? Like, Mom, will you come with me to the
Yeah.
hospital? Like, cool, my husband, but like also my mom.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. My mom comes to my medical stuff. She lives 2 hours away. When it's, serious like this. This is a very serious health situation going on here. And she's just like, do. And if you're high risk, yes, Sean, exactly. Get your ass there. It's crazy. I can't even.
Does not even make sense to me.
Right, Minky Moon Cat, because you love your baby and want to know what is wrong alone. Like, you don't want to, exactly, you don't want to miscarry. Like, why? Oh, she's so dumb. See, this is how we all know she's a liar and was never pregnant, because these are all reasonable, rational things we just suggested of why you go to the hospital. There is nothing stopping her from going to the hospital. And even if you didn't have a car, couldn't drive, you call 911, get a fucking ambulance. Like, no, I'm just going to call my doctor on the phone and telehealth. It's fine. Nobody does that. All right, 3. When she miscarried, she took photos of what would have been of the 19 to 24 week twin fetuses.
Oh.
But no longer had the photos, which she claimed she sent to her sister. Oh, for fuck's sake, bullshit.
Somebody can get those photos. Somebody's got those photos.
She keeps everything.
Somebody's got those photos.
But she no longer has them because she got a new phone, Buffy.
Convenient.
Obviously. Right? Miss, I use the Dropbox to share a whole bunch of shit with Reddit, but like, I don't know where these photos of my dead babies are. Shut up.
The one that would have proved everything, right?
Exactly.
Cool. Yeah, that seems to track with everything else.
Belle, she should have ridden a horse there.
See?
Right? You got 7 horses that you have no problem riding, so just take the horse to the hospital. Like, oh my gosh. Ugh. I hate her. Katie says, after I was confirmed pregnant, after hearing his heartbeat, I had the teeniest spotting one time and I flipped out. And I made an emergency appointment for the next day. We were fine, thank God. Yeah. We all know this. Honestly, even if you've never been pregnant before, I think most people know that, right? I think it's pretty common knowledge.
You would think. You would
You would
think.
think.
And don't most women, like, okay, I don't know. I assume most women, when you find out you're pregnant, you're like on every pregnancy website there is where it's telling you what to expect, what you should do, like what happens each month, where you are. Like, you would, like, some of those things you just kind of learn as you go because you don't know if you've never been pregnant, but like you're usually following something that tells you, at this time, you'll have spotting, but if you do, you should do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's following that website.
Right.
And what to expect you're expecting.
If we are to believe Laura, which we don't, but if she wants to be believed, this isn't your first time ever being pregnant, according to you.
Oh, that's true. This
is
right.
what, your
Sometimes I forget
fucking
that.
9th time being pregnant or some dumb shit like that. And this is how you're still there's no, like, you want us to
That doesn't make
believe
sense,
you?
right?
It doesn't make sense, boo. Doesn't make sense. Not I've
I
had,
keep forgetting about that.
9 pregnancies, 5 abortions, 4 listen, the minute you have 1 miscarriage, you think they're all gonna be like that. You're on even more fucking high alert. And she's just, "Nah, don't know." It's how she's lied
Yeah.
about every single time, because this is not what women do. I don't think she's ever been pregnant, quite frankly, ever.
Oh.
That's an excellent point, Negla. I have been asking ever since I started watching this bitch's show. Where are the fetal heartbeats? Exactly. You can even get one of the machines off Amazon. All right. The whole internet's calling you a liar. Boom, 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 boom. It goes very fast. It's not that hard. They sound very different than our heartbeats.
Oh, knowing
Also,
her,
good
she
morning.
would probably have like a taped, sound of it and just like, that's my baby's heartbeat. And it's not. It's like a random heartbeat off the internet.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks, Mom. My mom's like, the Tip City murder trial starts in September, by the way. That's the American Idol guy who allegedly killed his wife. He was like a church guy or whatever. It's been in the news. It's not that far. I'm not surprised it got pushed. Anyway, all right, so back to this. 4. There is a 4th case in California where someone alleged that Laura fabricated a pregnancy, which we do know that there are other guys out there. Compulsive lying is not a defense to disclosure production. Laura's increasingly apocryphal tales. Apocryphal? We learned this.
It's apocryphal.
Yes. Tales include her telling US Weekly just last week that her pregnancy was confirmed at an urgent care. Again, HCG tests are not confirmation of pregnancy, meaning the peeing on the stick ones. No, you need more than that. While the loss of a pregnancy is a tragedy, the loss of a fake pregnancy is not. I love that.
Woo!
Love
He's
it.
coming in hot.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
I
he
know.
is.
Just like I saw the bolded first line when I was going through, like I didn't read everything, but I saw that jumped out at me. And I was like, yeah, that's going on the thumbnail. Because he is like, I'm not pulling punches. I'm saying it all.
Oh, yeah, right. Here, Laura was photographed competing in horse jumping competitions with a flat stomach weeks before she appeared in court with Judge G with a seemingly large pregnant stomach, moon belly, claiming she was 100% and 24 weeks pregnant by Clayton, who she never had sexual intercourse with. Notably, of the litany, 14 plus provider names given through Laura's testimony prior to her deposition, multiple providers have denied providing care or ever seeing or communicating with Laura. That's
Is
right.
that picture? Wait, it said there was pictures of her with a flat stomach jumping, or he said video. What did he say?
He said pictures. They thought.
Are they exhibits? Because
yeah. Oh, wait. No, hold on. Horse jumping. I think they said. No, they haven't said, because here's the listing of Exhibit 1. So
okay, I was
they might
just
be in here. They might be in here. I don't know. So let's see. Where was I? Moreover, Laura lied about obtaining obstetric. I can't say it. Obstetric care, because sonograms taken by actual sonographers.
Sonographers.
Then why isn't it sonograms? Why would they change it like that? Sonograms.
Because English is hard.
Sonographers. And stupid. Hard and stupid. Oh, Minky Moon says that Schnitzel has the videos on her channel. Ooh, thank you.
Oh.
I will be looking for those after this. That's for darn sure.
And this is why we don't ever sleep, Llama.
This is exactly why we don't ever sleep. That's why I can't say words, because I don't get to sleep. My brain is breaking slowly. Cannot be easily faked, nor can fetal anatomy scans or the frequent checkup appointments one would expect to have for her proclaimed high-risk twin pregnancy. Undersigned counsel has sent Laura's current counsel reminders that this data needs to be immediately disclosed per Rule 49, which Laura evaded for 8 months, because that's what she does. Counsel has not only received no response, but no response to efforts to meet and discuss consistent with Rule 9C. Nevertheless, Rule 9C has been complied with. As in for his motion to compel, Clayton states as follows. On August 1st, 2023, Laura initiated the underlying action when she filed her petition to establish paternity and all that other bullshit, alleging that she was pregnant with Clayton's twins. On August 21st, 2023, Clayton filed his answer, denying that Laura could scientifically be pregnant with his twins after they engaged in oral sex on May 20th, 2023. On September 28th, 2023, the parties attended an early resolution conference and entered into a Rule 69 agreement, stating, quote, Laura agrees to contribute a sample on October 2nd, 2023 to determine paternity of the alleged pregnancy. 4. On October 6, 2023, Laura filed for an order of protection against Clayton, granted by Judge Judy, which that guy was infuriating, alleging that she was pregnant by him and that he was cyberbullying her for a Halloween costume meme that he didn't even make, but sure. On October 18th, 2023, Laura filed a request for pre-decree mediation, denied on November 22nd, 2023, alleging Clayton as if the unborn children don't exist, despite a preponderance of evidence. Girl, there's no preponderance of evidence. There's a preponderance of no evidence. So short. Just say OB, Llama. Just say it.
There is the preponderance of bullshit.
Nicholas says, I literally stumbled upon you ladies due to YouTube's inexplicable algorithm. I like it here. I think I'll say that. Excellent. Make room on the couch, everybody, for Negla. Welcome to the
Go
crazy.
down.
We have a whole playlist about Laura Owens that we've been covering, going through everything from the beginning. So there is lots. If you're not super up to date, I'll tell you what. Even if you are, it's always good to go back and be like, what? All right. Rule 69. I know, right? We're such adults. It is fun when you find your people online. It's the best. That's how Buffy and I found each other and all my other friends.
It is. It's true.
It's true. Now, on October 24th, Laura appeared on video in a court proceeding before Judge G, wearing what appeared to be a fake pregnant stomach that she was able to move the whole time. On November 2nd, 2023, in the second day of trial on Clayton's granted injunction against harassment against Laura, she testified under oath that she was 100% and 24 weeks pregnant by Clayton and that she was due February 14th, 2024.
I think they
love babies.
They have that number wrong. Isn't it like a few zeros missing?
Oh, for 100%.
A billion. Yeah, it's usually like 1 billion% or something like that.
1 billion%, 1,000,000%, 100,000%, and 100%. So she says 100%. That just means don't believe her then, right? That's the lowest of how confident she is. Oh, Nicola, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate your support. We all do. We have lots of member-only content, so enjoy. You'll have plenty to watch, I promise. Thank you so much. Let's see. All right. So, love babies. Laura further testified that she was having a high-risk pregnancy due to her alleged epilepsy, and that she was being seen by Dr. McCool and Dr. Higley, and that she had an appointment with Dr. Higley last Friday. Laura willfully and wantonly refused to comply with any disclosure or discovery rules forcing Clayton to file the following. And we've already read all of those filings previously. It was not until the status conference before the court on February 21, 2024, which we watched on Friday, that Laura agreed to sign a basic ass HIPAA release to allow Clayton to obtain the documents himself and in compliance with Rule 2, which Laura invoked. Of note, Laura apparently mistakenly signed the HIPAA release in open court with the wrong year. She's dumb. We know she did it on purpose, but she's also
Okay,
dumb.
so she signed it with the wrong year just to like mess up the flow of things, right? To drag it out.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I mean, why else would she do that? Of course. Oh, I didn't know.
I mean, I never know what year it is. So, I mean, I'm just saying. I still write 2025 on everything. But, yeah, it's hard to believe that what she does isn't intentional.
It's always
You know what I mean? Just
Mhm.
based on everything.
Absolutely. It's always intentional with her. Dr. Even 1 million bazillion percent. Even Dr. Evil is cooler than her. She just sucks so
He's
much.
at least funnier.
He is, right? He has minions. She doesn't have any.
She's not even she's not even remotely likable. Like there's not anything about her that's likable, funny, or anything. Like she's not even
Nope, not at all. Causing numerous providers to reject the HIPAA release as expired. Wow. Since the status conference, Clayton has received confirmation from nearly all providers that Laura was never a patient of theirs. Never. Mm-mm. Notably, the HIPAA releases for Dr. McCool revealed that Laura had never attended an appointment at his office, despite her testimony before Judge G and the appointment confirmation email that she submitted as evidence in the injunction matter. So she never went to that appointment. Go figure. As a high-risk pregnant woman does, right? Days prior to Laura's deposition, Laura sent Clayton's counsel a letter excluding her own attorney. Why would you do that? Yeah, don't do that. You pay a lawyer
why
for
would
a
you
reason.
do that?
Because she's dumb. She's
Like you're not supposed to communicate with the opposing party's counsel at all.
No.
Ever.
No.
Like you're
And
not
they're not
that's just
they're not to
they're not supposed to talk
contact
to you either.
Exactly. Oh, and to just bypass your lawyer and just be like, but don't tell him. No, I'm not going to CC
Oh,
him.
that's
Just like,
crazy.
right? It is crazy. Oh, thank you, Wicked Banshee Mama Llama, for gifting 10 memberships. Oh, wait, I have this
Aw.
open somewhere. Let's see who got them. Oh my gosh, a lot of you. Katie. Oh, good. That's great. Bells, Minky Moon Cat, Christy, Cornell, H. Ree, Cindy Dalton, Aaron M. Bullham, Sandy Bauer, and Miss Deanna are all new members. Well,
Nice.
thank you. It's turning
Welcome
into
to
a
the
real party
family.
here. Yeah, welcome to the family. Enjoy a lot of members only content. So go watch my Llama Learns About from Saturday. If you're brave enough, wear headphones. It's not appropriate for other people.
You need to
to
put
hear.
NSFW in the title.
Probably not safe for life. Elbow Feet and he came on. He was my guest, and we read the erotic love letters from author James Joyce to his future wife Nora, and there's something. There's something. So it's a lot of good laughs, though. You'll enjoy it. All right, so let's see. Blatantly seeking. Okay. Days prior to Laura's deposition, Laura sent Clayton's counsel a letter excluding her own attorney, blatantly seeking to extort Clayton into dismissing this action.
Oh.
Or she would file a baseless, incoherent, and legally unsupported lawsuit for $1.4 million. Shut up.
Okay, I'm sure she didn't say, I'm going to file a baseless, incoherent, and legally unsupported lawsuit. Like, I feel like she probably didn't say that. I'm pretty sure that's his interpretation of what she's saying, but because, it's not in quotes, but also that would be funny if she actually said that.
1.4.
I can't wait to get there. I want to read this.
It's in the exhibit.
I know. I
Yeah.
see where it says exhibit 2. I'm like, yay, an exhibit. And
So
I'm ready for that one.
Bypassed your lawyer. You sent it to Clayton's lawyer, asking for $1.4 million to drop
And
this.
extorted him for, oh my Lord.
Just when you think this bitch can't get crazier.
Is that real life? Like, what?
The the audacity. What? Okay. She literally said that and the exact amount. No.
Oh, no,
What?
she said that. That was a direct quote. She said, I'm going to file a baseless, incoherent, and legally unsupported lawsuit for $1.4 million. Winks. Please tell me you're joking.
Also, though, please tell us you're not, because that's even more amazing.
That would actually be funny. I mean, that would make it even better because, like, oh my God, but like, wow.
That
Oh
enters
my
badge
God.
level 3000. Right. After, like, she just has been called out in a deposition for being a liar who lies and fakes, committed fraud. And she's like, you know what? Give me $1.4 million. No, go away.
Oh, I can't wait to read this.
Wow. Well, Wing says, well, not baseless. She said, I'm going to sue you for $1.4 million.
Okay, but that part would have been funnier if it actually said that.
The first things you want to watch is Llama Learns About Bells. Well, you have your membership now, so go after this. Not now. Don't do it now. Watch this. But I hope you enjoy them. Wow. Oh, this gets so good. Okay. If Clayton agreed to sign a stipulation to dismiss, this action and to mutually agree to forbear from any future legal actions by February 29th, 2024. Oh, so this is before. Oh, this is right before her deposition then. She sends this to them. So the day before her deposition, she would not pursue the fake legal claim. Okay, girl. Most bizarrely, at the deposition of Laura on March 1st, 2024, Laura confirmed A, she had never received
Obstetric
care. Thank you. That's why I have you here, Buffy. Obstetric care for her high-risk pregnancy with twins, and denied being the owner of the sonograms Laura posted on Reddit and or provided to various journalists at the beginning of this case. She doctored a sonogram to attribute it to Southwest Medical Imaging Smile and added her name and date of birth, which was previously an exhibit in a court proceeding. She did this, according to her testimony, because she had initially gotten the sonogram anonymously at Planned Parenthood, which is also not how that fucking works. Mission VAO? Right. Yeah. VAO.
Yes.
Health Center in California. And she did not want Clayton to know where she had gone for the sonogram. Because, that's what you want. Exactly. Because she's scared, Buffy. She was scared for her safety and the safety of the staff.
I'm saying why? Like, I don't understand. How would him knowing where you got the sonogram render you unsafe? None of it makes sense.
Oh, right before the depo. Wow. Sean says, but did he consider that Greg the hacker could have sent the email threatening a lawsuit? I mean, it probably was. That pesky Greg.
It's always Greg. Poor Greg.
I know, right?
Anything that's unexplainable gets said.
Magic, apparently. She did this according to her testimony. Oh, wait, I already read that. I apologize. She didn't want him to know, but somehow she was fine with him thinking she had gotten it at Smile. So I don't want you to go. It's super top secret. but I'm going to put this on here. So, because that makes sense. Unsurprisingly, Planned Parenthood Mission Viejo has confirmed that they do not offer anonymous appointments and they have an easily accessible patient portal. Because that's not how any of this works, Laura. No records from Planned Parenthood Mission Viejo has been disclosed despite repeated requests. According to Laura, the only individual who told her that she was having a boy and girl twins was a medical provider to whom she texted a 6-week admittedly altered sonogram. What?
How do you see anything at 6 weeks?
You don't. You don't. You don't. Definitely. You don't even. When do you get sexual organs? I think it's 8 weeks, right?
I don't
Well,
know,
they
but
could,
I know you
when they start
can't
to develop
tell.
to see them a little bit, but barely, right?
I mean, I know there's like the nub theory and all that stuff, but that's
Yeah.
people just guessing. You got a 50-50 shot at getting it right.
Fair point. Fair point. Do you mind taking over while I go get some more coffee?
If I could see it.
Oh, do you mean to blow it
Oh.
up? I'm sorry.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, there you go.
There you
All
go.
right. Despite medical science and medical experts stating that a sonogram can only determine the sex of fetuses with accuracy around 18 weeks. There you go. There's your answer.
Oh, awesome.
Petitioner testified that an unnamed provider was able to glean from a 6-week tampered with sonogram that petitioner was pregnant with a boy and a girl. Aw, one of each. This alleged provider has yet to be disclosed, nor has the text exchange between petitioner and the provider. How convenient.
I'm going to lower this because I'm going to go to the bathroom too.
Yeah.
So let me just make this a little smaller so that way. There you go.
Okay. Do you need to be muted?
Yes. Thank you. It is like literally one of my greatest fears.
Okay. I don't know. I can't adjust your mic settings. So there you go. All right. So we don't need to get to know her that well, right? So petitioner claims she had a new phone and was unable to pull up records to confirm her increasingly ridiculous tale. On the undisclosed day of the alleged miscarriage, ambiguously sometime in either September or October, and prior to appearing in court before Judge G with a fake pregnant stomach and testifying to being 100%, a billion percent pregnant, petitioner claims to have passed 2 fetal sacs. Of course, did not go to the hospital or the doctor. She claims to have met with telehealth appointment with a provider, who she testified was not concerned that she had miscarried. Incredibly, she testified that she had also shown the 2 hand-sized sacs to her mother and took a photo. Okay. I'm sorry if I saw 2 hand. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. 2 hand, like my child shows that to me, and I'm like throwing her in the car. And she took a photo, which I still want to see, which she shared with the telehealth provider and her sister. No records have been provided despite repeated requests. Okay. You have all of this. You have somebody who, like 2 people who witnessed it and a photo. And come on. She's so ridiculous.
Her mother?
Yes. And they took a photo and they sent it to her sister. So you have like a photo evidence and 2 witnesses.
Mm-hmm.
And not a single of those 2 people said you probably should go to the doctor. There's 2 like hand-sized sacs. What?
No way. Wow.
Hand size. You know how big your hand is? Like, that's big.
Yeah. And her mom's just like, it's fine. We're fine.
Also,
She's had 2
you're not
kids.
getting a sack. You're not just getting a sack.
No,
like,
you're getting a whole
not
lot of
not
stuff.
that. Yeah.
Oh, it's out there? Oh, wow. Oh, he says it's out there. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, the photo is there? Oh, good. Because I have
Future Mrs. E.
questions.
Wow. Wait, future Mrs. E. Is that Kelly?
Oh, you know who that is. That's Kelly.
Oh, somebody's changing their name. Did somebody get a ring
we
and not
called her
tell
out on
us?
that last time too. We
Oh,
called her out on that. She never answered us.
Kelly.
Did somebody put a ring on
Wow.
it, Kelly? Kelly, we're
Okay.
supposed to be besties.
So, oh, wow. That's okay. Where are we on this? Oh, my goodness.
There is a fourth man who
Mm.
has accused petitioner of fabricating a pregnancy, which supports Clayton's contention that faking pregnancies is either pathological or the oddest of pastimes.
They all
This
just
is what she does for fun.
Yeah.
It's
I do
Friday.
think she does this for
He was
fun.
bored.
Wow. That's crazy. Right? Evelyn says, and all the bleeding after her body ejects the lining as such. I've not had a miscarriage, but it can't just be a single painless plop.
No,
It's not.
absolutely not.
And you're everybody knows that, Evelyn, right? Like we're just like, that's not how any of it works. What are you talking about? It's not a poop, Laura. That's what I always say. She treats it like a poop. It's not how that works. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. So now there's another guy.
Petitioner, and that's Laura, sorry. Laura initiated a paternity action out of California in 2014 regarding what is believed to be her first out of 5 feigned pregnancies. Laura was asked to comply with her disclosure of the same. I'm guessing she didn't.
Go figure. Exhibit 3 and Exhibit 4. Kelly says, I'm waiting for it. Hopefully this month he's coming to see me Memorial Day weekend.
All you have to do is give him a deadline and tell him you're going to have the babies if he does. I hear it works. Maybe, sometimes, rarely.
Or I'm going to sue you for $1.4 million if you don't ask me to marry you.
Nothing like a good old-fashioned extortion.
Real
love story of our time.
Good God. All right, this is way spicier of a document than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Look, what? I saw that first bolded headline and was like, oh, this is going to be good. Petitioner has willfully, and still my favorite phrase, willfully and wantonly failed to disclose information pursuant to Rule 49. After the status conference before this court, Laura provided minimal disclosure after evading any compliance with Rule 49 for over 8 months. Now, Laura has testified to attending appointments and speaking with providers who only have access to records that are critical to support the miscarriage she allegedly had in September or October, but did not reveal to Clayton or the court until her motion for confidentiality and preliminary protective order filed on January 17th, 2024. That's a mouthful.
Wait, so Laura testifies to attending appointments and seeking providers about the miscarriage that happened in September and October, but then tells no one about it.
No.
For months.
Mm-mm.
This bitch, man.
I know
it's all a lie.
Trust her, bro. She did.
She was too scared to come out with the truth. Okay. No. Nah, whatever. Oh my God. Okay.
Laura has complied with Rule 9C to the extent possible, given Laura's refusal to respond or communicate. I'm sorry, responded. That would be Clayton has complied with Rule 9C to the extent possible, given Laura's refusal to respond or communicate. As detailed in correspondence, there have been multiple meetings in person, one at the courthouse and at both depositions regarding disclosure, including the court requiring the parties to submit a list of the providers they intend to seek HIPAA records from, where Laura notably failed to mention Planned Parenthood, Mission Viejo, Telemed providers or other providers. That's Exhibit 6.
So she's like, oh, I forgot to include my
Oh,
miscarriage people. It's crazy.
You know, I totally forgot you were asking about all the doctors. Like,
I didn't think they were important.
why are we here again? I'm confused. Like, what?
Wow. Okay.
Laura continues to claim there are records in her exhausting attempts to explain away why no medical evidence supporting her fictional pregnancy exists. OMG. Stop it.
So funny.
Clayton is entitled to his reasonable attorney's fees and costs incurred
Times 3.
in this right? And this entire action, including filing this motion to compel. Yeah, absolutely. Laura's commitment, and I admire that level of commitment. Use it for good.
Right?
Laura's commitment to crafting a trail of medical evidence that cannot be verified, an anonymous appointment, a photo of miscarried fetuses that somehow disappear when you get a new iPhone, a confirmation of an appointment with a doctor she never goes to, etc., is astounding. That
Greg, you
Laura,
forgot to put that in bold and underline. Okay.
I know, like there are so many, like we could spice this up a little bit more. We needed at Buffy level spice. I needed to show the level of sarcasm in which I picture it to be in my head.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, we're both like, okay, dial
Okay.
it back. The caffeine is kicking in. Okay, so that petition that Laura keeps weaving this insane web has only caused Clayton to incur more fees to show what he has always known to be true, that Laura is a fraud who concocts fictitious pregnancy as a ruse to force men into dating her. Preach. And really, that should have been in caps. Is that like not good for courts? Like, does the court not like that? Because
Right.
I feel like it's warranted here.
It is. I think so. It's warranted.
Due to the significant efforts he has undertaken, Clayton is entitled to his reasonable attorney's fees and costs pursuant to some ARS, whatever. Wherefore, respondent Clayton respectfully requests the court order Laura to obtain the California paternity file from 2014, where she was first accused of faking a pregnancy, and disclose the same. Order Laura to obtain the records, if they exist, from Planned Parenthood Mission Viejo Health Center. Said records should come from the provider in light of the history of doctoring records. Order Laura to provide the name of the telehealth doctor who she claims told her that she did not need to seek actual medical care or hospitalization after allegedly delivering 2 stillbirth fetuses prior to the October and November court hearings.
Right? Because if that's real, that person needs to lose their fucking job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And needs to be reported to the Board of Health and like doctors or whatever.
But that's the thing is no medical professional is going to say that.
No.
Like, literally no one.
You look up anything on even Dr. Google and it's like, seek, if you have like go to the hospital. It's like the disclaimer, go to the hospital.
Right?
We don't want to get sued.
Exactly.
Right? Order Laura to produce the images, confidential if they exist, of the 2 stillbirth fetuses she allegedly delivered and shared with the telehealth provider and her sister. That's got to be in like the cloud somewhere.
It has to be. I know. Evelyn had a thing, but go ahead and read the last part and then I'll bring up Evelyn's again because it was a good question that I don't know the answer to.
Award Clayton his reasonable attorney's fees and costs incurring in filing this motion to compel, consistent with ARS.
Okay.
Order such further relief as the court deems just.
So Evelyn says, I don't have an iPhone. Me either. When you get a new one, they delete everything on your account as well as your information on other people's phones, I gather.
No, no,
Apparently
no,
not.
no. As soon as you log into your Apple account, everything just like sends. In fact, you can like put them next to each other and everything just transfers. It's like magic.
Yeah. So like it's not even possible. Be like, oh, I got a new phone and I didn't know.
Now, like
I
maybe
mean, even
back in like 2000, whatever, like in the old days, I would have lost everything on my phone if I got a new phone. But like everything is tied together. I just log into my Apple iCloud, and all my crap's there.
mm-hmm. Well, even with Androids now, you can just transfer it all over or whatever. I mean, even
I
if
don't
your
even
phone is
have
busted,
to.
yeah, like everything backs up on Google or
I
whatever.
know your phone is going to tell on you every single time. We know
Yeah.
that through however many trials we've sat through. It's always the phone that tells on you.
Always. Always. Evelyn says she claims she deleted the photo from her cloud because it was traumatic, but not traumatic enough to go to the doctor, right? But apparently her mom
I
and
don't
sister
believe
also
that.
don't have it. Exactly. This
Everything's backed up to the cloud.
right? Text back. This shit doesn't happen in real life. No, it doesn't. Oh, well, all right. LMB has brought up a very good point. It does happen to iPhone users in Canton, Massachusetts.
Only if the investigators aren't looking hard enough.
Lots of butt dialing there. Oh, that's right. Those people really came across as liars, liar who lies too. Fucking
I
Canton,
mean,
man.
maybe they broke the SIM card, went through an army base, threw half of it in one garbage can, one in the other.
Right. Oh,
Like old Higgins.
that's nice, Evelyn. Well, I mean, it's not nice that your mom passed, but that you had something to distract her with. Because, oh boy, the Karen Reed stuff is spicy. So that would have been a good distraction, that's for sure. Every day I was just like, what?
I was deep in that rabbit hole.
Yeah, androids transfer them too. So she's just an idiot and a liar. She's just a dumb liar. So
Somebody's got a copy of it. You can't tell me you sent that to your mom and your sister and they don't have it somewhere.
right.
It even
All
stays
right.
in your deleted trash can for like 30 days.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it does. That's right. Okay, so here is a letter to or from. This is to Dr. Joshua McCool
I
from
like his name.
the attorneys. Dear provider, attached, please find an executed HIPAA release regarding a potential patient of yours, Laura Michelle Owens, or also may use the alias Emily Laura Wilson because she's so creative. This HIPAA complaint release was executed by Miss Owens in front of Maricopa County Judge on February 21st. You have the authority to release Miss Owens' records from August 2020 to present date. The court will also be issuing a minute entry confirming your authority to release records regarding the same. Please send us all this stuff. Please note this cause does involve fraud allegations against one of the parties, including medical records, doctoring manipulation, which the medical professional would probably be real fucking pissed about. Having their name attached to this sort of stuff, right? Like, I would think so. Like, whoa, we did not say any such nonsense ever.
Well, yeah, because then it calls his credibility, right? Like, or
Right.
even like as a provider, like if you're the one saying stuff, I don't know. I would think it would call in everybody's
their reputation.
professional.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're doing bullshit, stuff like that, then you could even lose your license to practice medicine or something. But Laura only cares about her reputation being tarnished, even though.
Yeah, she didn't really think about anybody else ever,
Nope.
in my opinion.
All right. So this is just asking for anything there. It's not that juicy. Exhibit 2. This is
Is this the extortion letter?
I think so.
Yay.
Yes. February 27th from Laura to Clayton. Interesting. Subject: comprehensive legal notice of intent to sue for breaches of contractual and fiduciary duties. God. All right. You guys ready for this bullshit?
Everybody bend and stretch because this is going to be a real stretch.
Okay. A real stretch, right? You might pull something. Oh my gosh. Okay. Dear Mr. Echard, I write to you with a matter of utmost legal gravity and urgency. Pursuant to the breaches of contractual obligations, fiduciary duties, negligence, fraudulent misrepresentation, and professional misconduct as verified by the ADRE, which they, again, all they did was put a note in his file. That's literally nothing happened from it. Your failure to fulfill your personal obligations, specifically in relation to those properties I was never going to buy, but I'm going to pretend I was, has necessitated this action. One, specification of damages. The total compensatory damages sought, 1,368 $1,368,936.80.
And she
Specifically,
wants 3 quarters and a nickel. Do not give her 7 dimes or 8 dimes.
oh, that's true, Booty. Booty hole slayer.
Oh,
Bravo on your name. Bravo. What I would give to see her ChatGPT records. I know, right? Her ChatGPT records probably so dumb. She's dumb.
mine is probably going. If somebody looked at mine, be like, when do eyeballs develop in a fetus? Like, what is she doing?
Oh goodness. Okay. This valuation is is meticulously calculated based on the current market values of the aforementioned properties as of February 27th, 2024, amounting to $1,244,488. This valuation is derived from reputable real estate valuation services, including Redfin. To ensure accuracy and fairness in compensation for the loss of opportunity and financial detriment caused by your actions, the balls to say financial detriment caused by your actions.
Excuse me, ma'am. You started this.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Additionally, $124,448.80 is sought for emotional distress, quantified in consideration of the psychological impact and distress directly attributable to your professional negligence and the subsequent ADRE findings. You think that's worth over 100 grand? Shut up. Shut up.
Ma'am, the ADRE findings were like 100 years ago. We've moved on. Like, you're
Right?
why are you still there?
He got like a note in his filing, which literally meant nothing. But okay.
What?
2, legal foundation and ADRE findings. The ADRE's determination that your failure to submit an offer constituted a violation of Article 11, professional conduct, specifically regarding the expedited performance required by a license holder, solidifies the legal basis of my claims. Okay. This finding is pivotal, not merely as an administrative admonishment, but as substantive evidence of your failure to uphold the duties owed to me, thereby strengthening my legal stance on the breaches of contractual and fiduciary duties. Okay.
I think she likes to say big words. I don't, just to sound smart. It's like, I don't even know what she's saying.
Damn, Montana. How loud did Woodnick laugh when he read this? I'm guessing they could hear it in another zip code, right? Just a ha! Ha! Okay.
Like,
No wonder she bypassed her lawyer. Yikes. Okay. If she could have done this from the very beginning, she would have. We all know it. LMP, what I wouldn't have given to be a fly on the windshield of Clayton's car when he told her he didn't want a relationship with her. He said it was like watching a switch flip. That he has said that, and I believe that. Like, oof. He knew. He knew when he said no thank you. It was not going to be good for him. All right, 3. stipulated conditions for resolution in lieu of immediate litigation. I propose an alternative resolution contingent upon your stipulation to dismiss the paternity suit. Owens v. Echard forthwith, and to mutually agree to forbear from any future legal actions against each other for any claims. This proposition is tendered in a spirit of amicable dispute resolution and to mitigate further legal entanglements. Okay. Entanglements that you started. Requirement for immediate compliance. Your response to this legal notice is mandated.
Oh my God. Literally everything she writes requires a response by a certain date and time, which makes her letter to Stephanie at the end of that episode even funnier. You gave me 48 hours to respond. I'm like, ma'am, that's what you do.
What do you mean I can only use 1,000 words?
Like it was like
that part is so funny.
I know. It was like I can only use 1,000 words, and I only had 40 hours to respond. I'm like, she took a play from your book, ma'am. Like what? Right?
It's stupid, isn't it? It is. It is. It's dumb because we all think you're dumb. Your response to this legal notice is mandated by no later than February 29th, 2024, by the close of business. Okay. Absent a satisfactory response, exactly what business, I am fully prepared to initiate legal proceedings to seek redress and restitution for the aforementioned breaches. Sincerely,
so does this count?
Laura Owens.
Does this count towards her extortion charges and the felony charges? Because this, I don't know. This seems to me like it would, or it was a missed opportunity.
I mean, I think so. Well, wait, I feel like they were from extorting for pressing criminal charges, but I don't know. Maybe this, I'm not.
I mean, this sounds like extortion. If you don't drop, like if you don't pay me this and do this, I'm going to do.
I mean, literally everything she writes is extortion. Literally,
yeah, but like
just usually try to cover it. But yeah,
usually try to quantify it with like money is usually the catalyst that qualifies extortion for in many cases. So it's like that was clear, like price tag.
That might be the shortest thing she's ever written.
True.
By the way, I'm surprised about how short that was, and that it was stayed on topic.
Even though I didn't understand a word she said, it was word salad for me.
Right? Oh yeah, it definitely was. But like, that's it. That's all you had to write about that. You're not going to go into detail about other stuff that doesn't matter. Exhibit 3. So this is from Greg to. Okay, this is the other guy. It looks like they blocked their name out. Okay, because this guy does not want to be involved in any of this. I don't fucking blame him. You know who he is. Let's not. Okay, respectfully, he's one of the people that do not want to be in any light or anything. I don't blame him. But all right, so this is from Greg to that lawyer. He CC'd Isabel Rainey, Greg's Woodnick's from their team, and Corey Keith and Isabel Sissel, which is Laura's team. It is my understanding that you represented Laura Owens in a paternity claim involving blank John Doe in 2014. That matter involved allegations of a fabricated pregnancy with altered medical records. Because Mike comes into the picture 2016, I think. Yeah, 2016. So this is before Mike Maricini, friends, which also I haven't done a reminder. His GoFundMe link is pinned to the chat, or you can find it in the description if you want to donate to his legal funds.
I don't see it pinned in the chat, though, babe.
I did it. I thought. Did I not? Oh, it was at the very beginning of the show. Oh, yeah, it is. It's pinned at the bottom. It doesn't show it in here on StreamYard.
Oh, but it doesn't show up on my end either.
At the bottom of the stream where it says True Crime and Wine Time?
Nope. It's not showing up on mine on mobile. So just showing. Just saying.
No, it's there. They said it's all there.
I'm just.
Your app is trash.
It's not there.
I'm just kidding. Okay, well, it's there if anybody can donate. He needs a lot of money to keep fighting Laura because Laura is the fucking worst and he needs everybody's help. So if you can, fantastic. If you can't, that's okay too. You can share the link on social media if you have it. That is just as helpful, even if you don't have money to donate. So I'm sure it is very much appreciated. Let's see. Okay. That matter involved allegations of a fabricated pregnancy with altered medical records. It is our understanding that the feigned pregnancy was perceived as a ploy for your client to coerce John Doe into a relationship. Since that case resolved in California, 3 additional men have claimed that they were victims of a fake pregnancy ruse by Ms. Owens. I represent Clayton Echard, the pending matter in Arizona. Laura is represented by my friend and colleague, Corey Keith. Copied. Ms. Owens was deposed on March 1st, 2024, at which time she was asked directly about prior litigation. She failed to disclose this California matter, but it was during this deposition that we learned of Mr. John Doe's existence and the fact that he had also, alleged she fabricated a pregnancy with him. You don't say. We are requesting cooperation for access to the California paternity file. With Miss Owens neglecting to mention the litigation and prior discovery delays and an upcoming trial, we need this process expedited. I am asking you to contact with Corey Keith to coordinate production and disclosure of the California court file. Of course, we are not requesting privileged information, only the public file from your court. Our efforts here are about obtaining the otherwise limited access California file without the need to file a motion to compel Ms. Owens' compliance with disclosure of prior matters because she sucks and doesn't give anything to anyone, including her own lawyer. Arizona rules require that parties attempt to resolve discovery disputes before bringing them to the court. This is that effort, and I certainly understand that your response may simply be that you no longer represent Miss Owens. Oh, wait, so this is to her attorney, not John Doe's? Oh, interesting. I need to ask as a precondition to asking the court for relief. Greg Woodnick. Oh, okay. So that's when a whole nother story gets added to this long list of what in the fuck is going on here.
And there certainly is a lot of that.
God, what I wouldn't give to watch that deposition. I know Stephanie said some of it in Love Trapped, and she's like, this is the best parts. I want to watch it all.
Nope, I want to watch all of it.
Because I'm that way.
Me too. I don't really like things out of context. I really want to see the whole. But not everybody watches trials and wants to sit throughout. They just want to know the meat and the potatoes. And I like to see the slow build up, you know.
Right, exactly. It's amazing. LMP says, Zaddy reading the writing on the wall with Corey getting ready to devour. Yeah. Yeah. She's like, fuck. Corey is. Anyway. All right. So, Greg, this is from Woodnick to Corey. Friday, March 8th. Corey, as it has now been a week since we deposed Laura, and we have yet to receive any disclosure from you. 1, Laura claims she had an appointment with telemed providers about her alleged miscarriage. She testified she would be providing us with the provider names, and we have not received the sames. The STEMIs are consulting experts who are already limited in the records they are reviewing in light of Laura claiming that the sonograms she sent to the media and Clayton are not hers. The fact that she does not know the date of the alleged miscarriage is incredible, but could be supported if she provides records from the appointment she claims she had immediately after the alleged miscarriage, including the photos she testified she shared with the provider of the alleged 2 hand-sized fetuses she delivered. Laura has health insurance. Even if she didn't, you could still fucking go to the ER. It doesn't matter. Nothing's stopping her. So the providers should be a phone call away for confirmation. If she paid by credit card, she could just look at the statement and give us the vendor name so we can issue the subpoena. There is no excuse for the delay other than more of the same. Doctors claim that she was not in their patient in records that never existed. As you saw in the supplemental discovery, more providers she claims she was using have no records. We anticipate Planned Parenthood confirming the same. Oh boy, Corey got this and he's just like, oh my God. Oh, fuck. fuck. This is bad. This is real bad. 2, Laura lied. She lied when she said there was no other litigation she was involved in. The situation with Mr. John Doe appeared to be paternity matter in San Francisco. Those files are not public but can be assessed by the parties. Her California attorney did not respond to my email, and neither did you. I am happy to ask whomever to cooperate with the release of records. Oh, probably Mr. John Doe. I trust Laura realizes he will confirm yet another pregnancy con from 2014 that was eerily similar to victim number 4. At least we believe him to be the 4th, Clayton. 3, we need the alleged fetus photos. Laura said she sent them to both Sarah and the telemed provider. If she provides the provider name, number 1 above, I am sure we will find them there in their records. We should not be fishing for these, as Laura should provide the same after she testified under oath to having been seen by these providers and volunteered the information regarding the photo she took and dispatched. She has been on an iPhone for all 4 men, so there will be accessible iCloud backup. It will be easy for Brian Newmaster, tech forensic expert, to see her images from September and October that were sent to Sarah, the sister, and the alleged telemed provider. You did not want her committing to that process at the deposition, which I understand, but Laura needs to cooperate or we are going to seek court intervention. Our medical experts need to see the images so that they can cross-reference them to the alleged timeline of the pregnancy that never was. I love that.
Is it crazy that that's the thing I'm looking forward to most if she goes to trial, which I firmly believe she is seeing what's on the cell phone data?
Me too, girl.
I want to see her cell phone.
Me too. Like, celebrate. I might cheer you on this time.
I know. I've questioned you in the past and haven't been too happy about some things, but like also I want to know what's on those phones.
Right.
All of them. Her mom's phone, her dad's phone, her phone.
Exactly, booty hole slayer. See her name, but exactly. How does she remember the exact date of her hookup, her blowjob with Clayton, but not the date of an alleged twin miscarriage? It's very strange, isn't it? I don't keep track of blowjobs.
You don't put them on your calendar?
I don't put them on my calendar. If I did, it would just probably prove elbow feet right. I hope my mom's not still listening.
She is.
Fuck. I think our discussion about disclosure at both depositions in our chat before the last hearing with Judge Mana covers our Rule 9 obligation. If you disagree, let me know, and we can talk Monday afternoon, anytime after 2 p.m. Laura can anticipate our motion to compel, which I guess we now know he probably didn't respond back since it's exactly what we're reading. Last, it should go without saying that I am sure you did not know about the pregnancy fraud case in California or that Laura tampered with exhibits that you used as evidence in Clayton's deposition. I think Bonnie Platter realized that the records were fake, and that is why they tagged out. Perhaps Lexi also realized the same. Ooh, interesting. Where he was like, okay, listen, we're not even going to hold it against you because she doesn't seem to tell her attorney shit. But, yep, I think that's exactly why they left.
We all know why they tagged out. Like, we know. Like, you know. They don't
Um,
just leave for no reason.
Right. Claire says they released the investigation report for the 7 felonies related to Clayton. Does anyone know if they'll release the one for the felonies related to Greg? I can't wait for that, honestly. Honestly, I've never even seen an investigation report be released. Not like that. I've seen, probable cause affidavits, things like that, but an investigation report like that, I've never seen that. Um, I think if I remember right, somebody had said this, I don't remember who it was, that it was only released because the charges with Greg that moved the 2 cases together. So whoever got that was able to get it because it was like closed at the time or something. I don't know, but I'm waiting. I don't know. It's probably not going to be released before trial because, there's probably stuff in there where they don't
And then
want
the FOIA
Harry to know yet.
requests after trial
Yeah. Now, I know somebody got that
are
through a
going to be
FOIA
interesting.
request. I think
Well, I'm
was it
just saying that
Schiffel
all the
Ninja? I think it
people
was.
going to be submitting them for all the
Yeah.
stuff that they have, they're going to want to what's not sealed.
Yeah, so they combined Clayton and Greg's into so Clayton has 7, well, not Clayton. The guys don't have it, but 7 charges are for Clayton. 7 are for Greg because Clayton's happened in May of last year, 2025. Greg's came November 2025, I think, on the timeline. So then they just like smushed it into one, which usually happens. So I don't think we'll be seeing it before the trial, but after trial, I still want to read it anyway. Let's see, because what I would think a lot of it's kind of the same because they put some of Greg's stuff in Clayton's. Because there was like emails to Greg and shit in Clayton's. So girl, I don't know. But I'm like you. I'm like, when can we read it?
I want it all.
I want it all, everything, because it's just so unbelievable.
Even the stuff that doesn't come up in court. I want to know all of it. I'm nosy.
Right. All right. So this is from Greg to Corey, Monday, February 26th. So this is this before she sends her, I'm suing you for $1 million? I think so. Corey, I'm confirming receipt of the disclosure we received from your office late Friday night. I'd like to quickly point out that the section with the advisory regarding medical records includes alleged records that are already part of the public domain, published by your client herself. My understanding is that not only did Laura post them, but she also emailed them to various journalists, including Steve Carbone, Reality Steve, and Dave Neal. She even refers to some of them in her publications, which she appears to be revising to fit the new alleged miscarriage timeline you presented to Judge Mata last week. I trust she is aware that the original versions have been preserved because that's how the internet works. I am assuming you are not aware of the extent she has put her records out in the media sphere or her new tactic of revising history. Of course, we tend to honor Judge Mata's directives regarding medical records, but in anticipation of her alleging there is a leak regarding what you just provided, I'm advising you in writing of the history and that the majority of records provided were the very same Laura published online. So she just gave Corey what she gave the internet. She's like, oh, here you go. Wow. Okay.
That nobody's shocked by that. Nobody's shocked by that. I'm not shocked by that. Not at all.
Last, I was hoping that your disclosure from Friday would have been something closer to complying with the overdue RFP and Rule 49. This puts the financial burden of discovery on Clayton, but is completely not surprising in light of the history here. We will disclose the records we receive in response to the HIPAA request. I trust you saw that the first vendor denied any records even existed. We'll see you Friday. Greg. That must be for the
We'll
deposition.
see you Friday. That's 12 minutes.
Oh boy, Corey just Probably. She's like, I don't even know what to say to anybody. Like, what is happening?
I know, Corey. I was thinking while you were reading that, I would love to like have his inner monologue while he's like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? Like, what is he thinking?
Yeah, I mean, because lawyers see all sorts of shady shit from their clients. They do. Let's be honest. All different kinds of lawyers, right? And they've heard crazy stories. They've probably been given crazy evidence, but like this, though, I don't know. I don't know.
Do you
Oh,
think that Laura probably blames Greg for like bullying her attorneys away to quit?
oh, for sure, I bet. But then she wrote the
Like,
bar and complained about him also.
well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, he dumps all this information saying like all the lies and stuff like that and calls her out on her crap. And of course, they don't know.
Right.
And so she's probably like, oh, he's lying to me. And even my attorneys won't work with me because he's telling them all this stuff. I just feel like that's something she would do.
Oh, yeah. I think she said that in her recent filing of the appeal for Mike's case, is that she's having a hard time finding a lawyer because of everything that's out there, something like that. Not the fact that she doesn't have any fucking money because she's using her money for a criminal attorney for her 14 felonies. But I feel like she said something along those lines. But basically, it sounds like, girl, you've been blacklisted. So,
Yeah. The lawyer sphere is not that big. They all kind of talk to each other, I'm sure.
right, let's pray she goes to trial. I think she's going.
She's going.
After the love trap stuff, she's
Yeah,
going.
after that last episode, I was like,
Because like she just wrote a letter to Stephanie, the host of that, last week. And then she handed in her appeal for the Mike Maricini DVRO. Like she is just, she's going. Evelyn says, I don't know about that. She would get to testify awful things about Greg, Mike, and Clayton. She truly doesn't believe she'll face consequences. That's true, but also criminal court doesn't let you be a fuckwad on the stand. Like this trying to dodge answers and waste time. Like you can get in trouble. You don't want that. You don't want to do that in criminal court
it's
when
a
a
little
judge
bit of
can
a
throw
different
your
area.
ass in there for contempt. What'd you say, Buff? I'm sorry.
I said it's a little bit of a different area. Like they can really they don't let you play. There's not that much leeway.
Yeah.
There's a lot of explaining, I think, in civil trials that aren't there in criminal trials. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing about if Laura takes a stand, she's going to open the door
To
and
everything.
The state's going to be waiting for it because she doesn't understand the concept of opening the door. Because listen, when it comes to the trial, if she goes and everything, there is going to be a lot of stuff that they can't bring up during the trial. That's with every case ever. And so, but if the other side opens the door in any way, Kool-Aid Man pops through, and I guess we're talking about everything, right? So like it could be limited to where they can only talk about Clayton and Greg and this information about Clayton, this information about Greg. But if she opens the door to say Mike, for example, boom, door open. We get to talk about all this shit now, which is a horrible idea. It's not going to be good for her. But
she's supposed to stop running her mouth sometimes, so that could be an issue.
I'll tell you what, though. She's going to take the stand if she does. I don't know how she
does
it. So? I mean, I don't see how she doesn't. She has to say, I didn't know I was lying, or I didn't know it was fraud, or she loves making
I'll stay on the other side of that. I'll say I'll be your what is that? Your
counter.
On the other side of the cat. Yeah, your counter. I don't think she will. I think she's smart enough to. She's gonna shut her mouth in this. I think she's terrified of these charges. She said. I think she's gonna shut her mouth.
She also said she was terrified of Mike and Greg and Clayton.
She hasn't said anything so far. This whole
but she does love sending letters to explain her flight. So we'll see. I can't wait. Can she handle herself on cross? Oh, I don't think so.
Oh no.
We'll see.
Even I wouldn't be able to handle myself on a cross examination. I
not
would
a
get real
crime either.
pissy the way they ask these questions.
Right. But then again, we thought fucking Sarah Boone was going to be the trial that disappointed me most. Sarah Boone. So
Why?
disappointed. Well, I should say her reaction to everything. She did actually really well in trial, keeping composed, because we were all like, oh boy, it's going to be something, right? Because Sarah and Laura have some similarities, if you will. Except actually some of Sarah's claims about, being delayed and lawyers. I know Sarah sucks a lot, but she did have some actually valid arguments about some things. But, Sarah was able to keep it all contained at the trial. Even on the stand, it wasn't like it didn't help her at all, but it was certainly way more tampered down than I thought it was going to be when she testified. So
I don't have that kind of control. I would have an attitude problem on the stand. I already know that.
I did not miss her sentencing diatribe. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't interesting to watch.
I think it's more
a lot
in
more
cross. You expected a little
Yeah.
bit more fiery
Mhm.
based on her interrogation, but she liked to play
Right.
herself up as like, I'm a good person, like
Yeah.
it was. She was trying to come. I don't know.
Oh, don't get me wrong. That bitch got exactly what she deserves. I am not. I do not sympathize with that woman, but I was actually shocked about how well she could contain herself in court. With the eye rolls, her letter writing constant. We all thought it was going to be fucking batshit the entire time. But it wasn't. But also,
I would have a problem answering yes or no questions without explaining, and that's the part that I understand. Like, I listen to like Love Trap, and I know it's like it's not a yes or no answer sometimes. Sometimes it's yes but or yes and like having to limit myself to yes or no, or nobody wants the explanation, and hoping that my attorney remembers to redirect me there. I have control issues. I just would be like, no, you're going to let me explain this.
yes, LMP, yes. People expected more of a Daryl Brooks reaction versus how she conducted herself at trial. Yeah, I was honestly expecting that level of what, but even Sarah, I think, has more restraint than Laura is capable of. So, I loved Boone's letters. She's something, right? Listening to her try to explain herself was an adventure all on its own. And she did have some good faces, though. She did.
She's having her own issues with having appellate attorneys leaving her now. It's funny. I'm sorry.
It is. Girl, she learns nothing. And like I said, she's exactly where she belongs. Should have taken that plea deal. See, there was somebody else who didn't take a good ass plea deal, because her plea deal was what, like 15 years, meaning she could get out in what, 7 or 8. She had already been in there for like she'd have to do like 2 or 3 years in prison.
Yeah,
and instead she got life.
Instead she got life. That was stupid.
So stupid. They had it on video and everything. What were you thinking? Oh, jeez. Anyway, and plus nobody believed her battered woman defense. I mean, it just wasn't. Read the room, Sarah. Anyway, okay, so this is from Greg to Woody Law Clerk. I don't think that's a person's name, but that's also funny. Subject, Owens, Echard. This was Wednesday, February 28th. A notice of intent to sue. Wait, who's Woody Law Clerk then? I don't know. Oh, from Greg to Corey. Okay. Corey, your client emailed me directly tonight below. I'm sure you did not approve or even know about this, as it is woefully inappropriate. Of course, I did not respond. 2, this will be an exhibit at trial. You can also expect my client may release this to the media as exposing Laura's overt and nonsensical extortion does the world good, and nothing contained in her notice is private information. 3, I have more witnesses stepping forward regarding your client's pattern of faking pregnancy and using this disturbing narrative to somehow extort relationships. And 4, I trust you already saw that 3 providers your clients claimed were providing services have indicated they have no medical records for her in their system. I look forward to seeing you both on Friday, Greg.
All the
Okay.
best.
All the best. I can't wait to see you guys. You walked in on that. Oh, you're fine. Nord, welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, it's you, BB Queen. You're on your husband's tablet. Ooh, I love that. Thank you for the extra views. Are you like, I mean, like, well, he's subscribed now and he's gonna like it. And yeah, she got life without parole versus the 15 years. Ugh. Oh, she was so dumb. So dumb.
So dumb.
All right. So then this is from Laura to Greg Wednick. I'm
Why?
contacting you directly rather than through Corey, as this is related to a civil matter.
Is
I
that
would
another one?
no.
Oh,
This
no.
is,
Or is this what he was forwarding?
yeah. This is what
Okay.
This is what Laura sent him along with her. I went $1.4 million.
Oh,
This is
okay.
like the cover sheet or whatever.
Gotcha.
I'm contacting you directly than through Corey, as this is related to a civil matter. Always go through your attorney. It doesn't matter what kind he is. Okay. Check with them first, at the very least. I would appreciate it if you would share the attached with Clayton. Regards, Laura Owens. Okay, girl. All right. So then we get another email. I love these lawyer emails. I love
I
them.
know, right?
This
Like
one
pulling
is
back the
from,
curtain.
right? This one is from Greg to Corey. Monday, March 4th, 2024. Okay. If you don't mind reading this one while I go. I got to heat up my
you have
coffee
to
because my.
roll it down just a little bit because the
yep.
YouTube thing all up at the top covers the
Okay.
words.
Okay.
Okay.
I gotta
Corey,
heat up my microwave and everything.
Corey, at the status conference on February 21st, 2024, you told Judge Matta that Laura had not lied in prior or current proceedings. I trust you have realized that may have been an inaccurate statement in the wake of her deposition last Friday, and that you may need to amend your statement. 1, you were copied with the email to Planned Parenthood / Mission Viejo. As I am sure you saw, staff confirmed that they do not offer anonymous appointments. And if Laura did go there, which is highly doubtful given the tidal wave of providers who have denied ever seeing her, she would have access to the patient portal and should have no difficulty obtaining the original, not tampered with, sonogram. 2, I am forwarding you the records we received from Barrow. You will note on page 45, Laura tells her neurologist during an appointment on November 29th, 2023, that her OBGYN thinks it was a chromosome thing that caused her to miscarry.
Stop.
And she passed.
No.
Her neurologist told her that. Based on absolutely nothing, right?
Based on absolutely nothing. It's one of many things that could be. No doctor is going to tell you how it happened because they don't know.
Oh my gosh. And she passed 2 things that looked like fetuses. I am eager, as are we all, Greg, as are we all. I am eager to see those OBGYN records. Per your client's testimony, please immediately, bold _ disclose the names of the telehealth providers she spoke to on August when she was spotting per her testimony, and in September, October, on the day that she allegedly miscarried. 2 things that looked like fetuses. B, the abortion pill provider who allegedly is the only individual who told her she was pregnant with twins, and they were both a boy and a girl, based on what we now know as a doctored sonogram. I was not aware that abortion pill providers were able to use ultrasounds to see the gender at 8 and 9 weeks. I Googled it. Medical science is not aware of it either. That was a clapback. Also, per your client's testimony, she was seen in August at Honor Health. They too have no records of her. See attached. Add John Doe to the list of victims. I am sure you did not know this because, unlike the overt lies plaguing the case, Laura lied to you by omission and never told you about the litigation in California that involved nearly identical allegations of fake doctored ultrasounds.
Oh boy.
The sass. Here is our working theory of the case. Laura Owens is a serial pregnancy faker and prolific forger of medical documents. Apparently, for at least the past 10 years, her modus operandi is to force relationships with men who do not want to be with her. Greg. Like, that's how you ended it, Greg.
I mean, that's literally, it's so true. It's not even a theory. I mean,
no, but
for them, it's a theory, but like,
but hyping it out, like, and sending it to the lawyer and just who do not want to be with her, Greg.
Like, Greg, 2 G's, because I'm a boss. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, Corey finally responds and writes back. Well,
I was about to say, does he even ever respond to any of these? Because we've seen a lot from Greg to Corey, but not responses from Corey back to Greg on anything.
Yeah, I forgot that Corey looks like a little baby lawyer too. So, but he doesn't look like a baby, but he looks like he's a very young lawyer. So he's probably getting all this stuff in like, they did not prepare me for this for law school. What the fuck is this? Compared to Woodnick, who
I wonder if
much older.
This case will be studied in law school.
Oh, I bet. Right. Greg knows how to kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Right?
I love it.
Okay.
And memorable. Keep it memorable. You want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or are you reading it?
No, you can go ahead.
Okay. So this is from Corey to Isabel and Greg and all the people. Good afternoon. To ensure an exhaustive list, my client has asked that I also communicate the following providers for your records: Mom Doc and Banner Health. If these are already covered in your below list of providers, please disregard. Let me know if you need any additional information. Warmest regards. Okay, I actually hate that. Just say Corey. And he doesn't even bother signing it. He just like puts his picture on it.
So your client is just like, you know what? You call them and figure it out. I'm not giving you anything, which is crazy because she's the petitioner in this case.
Right. You have the burden of proof.
Hi, Terry. Right? Like what? Ugh.
That is crazy. Like he had nothing to say to any of that. Like when it just drops this whole like snarky, spicy, in your face, and he's just like, yeah, here's her. Like, what's that? What's that?
So this
Come
one
on,
is
Corey. I need you to step it up.
This is from Isabel Rainey on Wednesday, February 21st. Isn't that when they had their hearing, or was that the 22nd? Something around this time.
I can't remember dates.
Okay, no, this was after court. All right, so this is from Isabel to, I think, Corey. Good afternoon. Per the court's request, the providers we will be requesting records from via the HIPAA release signed in court today. Okay, yeah, it is that day. By Miss Owens are, and subject to additional providers, Mr. Keith. So we got Dr. This is so many. Dr. Blake Haley, Joshua McCool, Tamara Lister, Dr. John Jones, One Medical, Honor Health, Family Planning Associates, Any Lab Test Now, Choice DNA, ArcPoint Labs, Planned Parenthood California, Smile, Barrow Neurological Institute, and Dr. Zeman.
With all these doctors, this should be easy to prove. Exactly.
What? You only need one. And yet they have all of these. But I also don't, are any of them actual OBGYNs? I forget what Higley and McCool do.
I thought they were
One's the neurologist, right?
well, and one of them is a perinatologist or something.
Yeah. I think Dr. John Jones wrote something about the P test, but it wasn't like
one of them is supposed to be her like high risk doctor or something. I think one of them, somebody. It doesn't matter.
You need one, and that's it.
What one of them had proof.
One of them had proof. Spoilers. None of them had any proof. So that is the end of their motion to compel, which was fantastic. Now, they filed this on March 11th, 2024. The next day, March 12th, Corey Keith withdraws as Laura's attorney. He's like, oh, I'm out.
That explains the lack of a response, right? Like, he was just like, here is the stuff. I'm done. Like, I got nothing.
I got nothing. I'm out of this bullshit. This is crazy.
That explains it.
Yeah. So then nothing really happens from March 12th to March 25th. And this is when Clayton then files a motion for a joint hearing pursuant to Rule 5A. This is both to Judge Mata and to Judge Duty, right? To be like, oh, so about that OPP that was based on bullshit, let's have a meeting to get this taken off, okay? So that's what this is going to be about. I'm only reading certain pages, I think. Let's see. Oh, read pages 1 through 22 because the rest we've already seen. Okay. All right. This is our last doc of the day to read. So we're doing pretty good. All right. So Clayton files this motion for a joint hearing. Contemporaneous with this filing, Laura Clayton has filed his motion, Clayton has filed his motion for relief from judgment based on fraud, seeking redress in the underlying order of protection. An identical matter regarding similar concerns of fraudulent conduct involving fabricated pregnancy and doctored medical evidence by Laura is currently pending adjudication before Judge Mata, with the final trial set for June 10th, 2024. Rule 5 of the family law procedure provides that although the court may not consolidate a case involving an order of protection with the family law case, which is kind of weird, but okay, it may conduct a joint hearing. So it's like, hey, how about we just get both of you in this room and we can just, axe all this and get rid of it. All right, because this is all bogus, is how I'm interpreting it to be. Clayton maintains the proper remedy is for Judge Duty to immediately dismiss the order of protection obtained by fraud as set forth in his motion of relief. Oh, sorry. I love the word douche canoe too. Douche canoe and fuckface are two of my favorite words. Okay, sorry. My ear itched. In the interest of judicial economy, should the order of protection not be dismissed based on Clayton's motion for relief, Judge Mata's division should conduct a joint hearing. Wherefore, Clayton respectfully requests the court to conduct the joint hearing and order such further relief as the court deems. All right, so let's see what else we have here. This is the motion for relief from judgment based on fraud that they were just talking about. So they file these things at the same time, right? There's not a date on it, but I believe so. So defendant Clayton files this motion for relief from judgment, right? Because why wouldn't they just stop it here? All right. You've already seen that she's, putting them on a wild goose chase. She's admitted to falsifying things. She's not even pregnant anymore. This is where it all should end. But it doesn't. On October 6th and October 25th, 2023, Laura committed fraud when she filed her underlying petition for order of protection and then testified before Judge Duty under the fraudulent pretense that she was pregnant with Clayton's twins and that Clayton was cyberbullying her by posting her medical records online. To be clear, Laura was never pregnant by Clayton, as they did not have penetrative sexual intercourse. Specifically, during a deposition for the paternity establishment matter currently pending before Judge Mata, Laura admitted to modifying medical records and claimed she had a miscarriage in September, predating the filing of the protective order. Which again, how's she going to go back on that and be like, well, I didn't know. You didn't know? Okay.
Well, she always finds a way to push it.
In her own words, Laura, quote, did change the top of that sonogram from Planned Parenthood to Smile. I added my name in the facility name, correct. Relevant here, Laura tampered with the same sonogram this court found to be a part of the single act of domestic violence, because it was such fucking bullshit, required to justify granting the order of protection. Because remember, the judge, this hearing was infuriating because that fucking judge was just looking for any reason to grant it. He accused this of being domestic violence because the picture or whatever of her belly, he labeled it as revenge porn, basically. And that's why it was granted to Clayton. It's such bullshit. Angry. Meaning she had submitted to this court, and this court explicitly relied upon a fraud. To date, in the contemporaneous establishment matter, Laura has provided no verifiable medical evidence to support her alleged twin pregnancy and has admitted that the ultrasound at the core of this court's basis for granting the protection order was de facto fraudulent. Moreover, to date, every obstetrician and gynecologist Laura testified, court proceedings and deposition, to being seen for her fake pregnancy have indicated they have no records, as she was never seen as a patient. Startlingly, the source of the sonogram that this court relied on was allegedly from Smile, which has, independent of Laura's admission to doctoring the image, confirmed there are no records of the alleged sonogram. Further emphasizing the extreme fraud on this court, notwithstanding sharing other sonograms of the alleged twin pregnancy that curiously match up with sonograms and YouTube videos posted from years ago online. Plaintiff has now denied the existence of all other sonograms. When confronted with science and the opaque lack of evidentiary support at the deposition, Laura admitted that she never sought OBGYN or related care for the pregnancy, further demonstrating the fraud on this court and in the collateral proceedings. So she says, I never went to an OBGYN. What? Laura was never pregnant, and all allegations stemming from the fictitious pregnancy are fraudulent. As a result of Laura's gross and consistent fraud, the entire matter is tainted, as neither Clayton nor the court had a full and fair opportunity to litigate and discharge their respective duties. As for his motion, Clayton states the following. On October 6, Laura obtained an ex parte order of protection against Clayton and indicated that one party was pregnant by the other. Her order alleged, among other things, that Clayton was cyberbullying her on Reddit and posting private and confidential information, including medical history, that he could only have access to because of their paternity case surrounding claim that she was pregnant with his twins. The entirety of Laura's allegations in her order of protections surrounds the existence of medical evidence to support her fictitious pregnancy. There's no evidence. On October 25th, a contested hearing was held before Judge Judy. Laura testified to having attended various medical appointments to confirm her pregnancy. We heard it with our own ears. We watched it. We heard it, including the ultrasound appointment for the sonogram at issue, and specifically relied on by this court. This was a lie, as the sonogram was fabricated and medical providers have affirmed that Laura never attended any pregnancy-related appointments, as one with a high-risk pregnancy does, of course. But okay. Okay. Corey. Has anyone found, oh, hi, 19 Marley Mum. Has anyone found where she purchased fake baby bumps? No. We don't even know if that's super confirmed yet. We know that in the search warrant that comes later on in this timeline, they're looking for it. But I don't think it's been said anywhere if they found it or tracked receipts or anything. They very well could have. We just, the public,
I
don't
was
know.
about to say maybe
We don't know.
we'll find out if there's a trial.
Right? So, exactly. Who has a high-risk pregnancy and uses telehealth? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't even use telehealth for a cold. I feel like you need to be looking in my nose and in my mouth and in my ears.
Right? Right? It's crazy. Let's see. Where was I? On October 25th, I already read that. I'm sorry. This was a lie, as the sonogram was fabric. I already read that too. Sorry. The same date, the court granted Laura's order of protection solely based on the following image posted below: the Halloween costume that Clayton had nothing to do with, which Clayton allegedly posted anonymously on Reddit. Silly goose tits. Which defendant vehemently denies that was not the name of the account that posted that picture. And Laura testified contained a sonogram that she only sent Clayton. October 25th, 2023 at 10:17 a.m.
Oh, my Lord.
This is either the same sonogram Laura had admitted to changing and that the alleged source of the sonogram has no records of, or one of the other sonograms that Laura has testified she did not obtain. Which is it, Laura? Laura herself also posted all the alleged sonograms on a public Dropbox on Reddit and emailed the records to various journalists and media. Because of course she did. This is all relevant law stuff that's not super important. Let's get to the argument. There we go. Laura committed fraud in her October 6th petition of order of protection. Laura committed fraud extrinsic when she filed her petition, which the court relied on in order to grant the order, and falsely claimed she was pregnant by Clayton. Also, Judge Judy was not the first. It was not the first time she went in front of him. That's who granted Greg's as well. So, you got a gig in Times Square? Get it, girl. Hi, Lainey. Hope you're doing well, babes. I hope they find the Amazon purchase too. In her petition, Laura alleged that Clayton had threatened her since discovering she was pregnant. 2, Clayton had posted personal and sensitive information about her because of their paternity case. 3, Scottsdale PD had called Clayton. 4, Clayton was anonymously posting private and confidential information, including facts about her medical history. And 5, Laura feared for her safety. All of these allegations are fraudulent, including her fear of safety. Laura was never pregnant. The parties never had intercourse. Laura has provided no verifiable medical records to confirm her pregnancy because none exist. And every provider she testified to being seen by has confirmed they have no records for Laura. There are no sonograms, no monthly follow-up appointments, which also happens when you lose a baby. There is simply no evidence that Laura was ever pregnant, and certainly not with Clayton's twins. To make matters worse, because that is possible in this case, Laura has since testified that she had a miscarriage in September, predating her filing this order of protection, because she is dumb. Because Laura was never pregnant and could not have been pregnant from fellatio, and or she is now alleged she miscarried prior to filing the order of protection, the entirety of Laura's underlying order of protection is fraud upon the court. Laura's representation of herself in an ex parte filing as pregnant with Clayton's twins and a victim of Clayton's maliciously claiming she was not pregnant and posting medical evidence online, ostensibly led the court into granting her order of protection, even though Clayton was right the whole time. The whole time. Every time you say Judge Judy, I think you're saying Judge Judy. I don't know why. I just do.
I hear it too
Do you?
because I laugh when you say duty. You say it sounds like you're saying Judy.
Oh, Judge Judy? Yeah, I guess
Like-
so, huh? I just think of duty every time. And that's why I snicker because I'm a 40-year-old child who thinks of poop. But also,
Yeah.
his ruling was shit, so it fits. Well, Judge Duty. Where was I? Laura deliberately withheld from the court that she was not pregnant and or that she had miscarried the feigned pregnancy at the time of the hearing, and that she altered the medical records she alleged Clayton was anonymously sharing online, which he vehemently denies in order to procure a judgment against Clayton. Therefore, the court's judgment granting Laura's order of protection on October 6th must be set aside because fraud was practiced in the very act of obtaining it. Without this critical material information, neither Clayton nor this court had the full and fair opportunity to litigate and discharge their respective duties. Laura committed fraud, intrinsic and extrinsic. When she testified before Judge Duty regarding a sonogram on October 25th, leading Judge Duty to uphold the order of protection. While arguably the entirety of Laura's testimony regarding her alleged pregnancy was fraud, the court explicitly indicated that it was granting the order of protection based on the sonogram depicted in the image inserted above. The judge says, well, the way you publish this photo, it's unflattering. That's my reason for making my decision. That's right. If you have not went and watched that hearing that we watched a few weeks ago, fucking infuriating. Well, it's unflattering. And that's the whole reason I'm going to file a domestic violence protection order, which is crazy. So, excellent. Laura committed fraud when she testified as to the existence of the sonogram, which she had since admitted she altered, and that the source of the ultrasound, either Planned Parenthood or Smile, has indicated they have no records of the ultrasound ever taking place because they are fake. Laura committed fraud when she testified she sent Clayton and a member of the media the sonogram depicted in the image at issue, but only Clayton could have posted the image containing the sonogram because she sent it to fucking everybody on the internet. Laura testified that the main image, the one of her pregnant in a bra and yoga pants, had already been published online, but that sonogram was not. In reality, both were published by Laura on Reddit in a publicly accessible Dropbox. Laura testified that she sent Clayton the ultrasound photo and ultrasound video, and that she had an ultrasound report to accompany the July 7th sonogram. Again, no ultrasound records exist as there was never any ultrasound. As the court explicitly stated, that the sole reason it was upholding the order of protection was because of the image containing the sonogram. Laura committed fraud upon the court. Laura withheld to the court that she had doctored the sonogram and that the alleged ultrasound where she obtained the sonogram had never even taken place because, say it together, class, it is fake. It is fake. Therefore, the court's judgment upholding Laura's order of protection on October 25th must be set aside because fraud was practiced in the very act of obtaining it. Clayton is entitled to his reasonable attorney's fees and costs incurred in this entire action, including filing this motion for relief from judgment. Clayton is entitled to his fees and costs incurred as a result of Laura's lies and manipulation by making this malignant filing and then testifying before the court alleging facts and circumstances now known to Clayton to be false and or fraudulent. To be clear, Laura was fully aware of the true nature and circumstances underpinning her perjurious statements and when she admitted medical evidence. On October 6th and October 25th, 2023, she knew she was not pregnant, that she had not received an ultrasound for her alleged twin pregnancy, and that the sonogram she had proffered was created by her. Clayton had to incur significant cost and fees, unraveling Laura's web of lies, which included having to defend himself against her malignant filing of the underlying order of protection. Clayton is entitled to his reasonable attorney's fees and cost expended defending himself against Laura and filing this motion. To be clear, there is absolutely no suggestion that Laura's attorney for the order of protection had any knowledge that he was presenting fabricated medical records. Look at that. Covering, who was that? Joshua Lopez. Covering Joshua Lopez's ass. They're like, nope, we don't think he knew about it. So, that's nice of them. The only thing you're going to see in my sonograms is Tito's vodka. Lies.
They are picking up on your song lyric titles.
Right. Wherefore, Clayton respectfully requests the court to dismiss the order of protection in its entirety with prejudice on the basis of fraud, grant leave to Clayton to submit a it says child doll, but it's supposed to be China doll affidavit. C, award Clayton his reasonable attorney fees and order whatever else the court wants to give them. That'd be great. Okay, thanks. And then we got something else. Oh, we have deposition. This is some pages from the deposition, by the way.
Nice.
Yes. The exhibits they have here, some text messages. We've probably gotten most of this, but I think they do some questioning. Oh, yes. Okay. Do you want to be question or answer? Do you want to be Woodnick or Laura?
I'll be Woodnick.
Okay, so your question.
So I'm question. We got to do page 25 and then 26.
Oh, they go down? Oh,
yes,
so
ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to go with that's probably me at the beginning there because it ends with I forgot. Name begins with a Z, but I just forgot.
He.
She. It's a she.
Is your neurologist at Barrow?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
So you also told me you are seeing the online provider, correct?
Correct.
When was the last time you saw the online provider?
I haven't had like a video visit with that person in maybe a year and a half or 2 years.
What other providers have you seen? Let's just look at 24 months. In the past 24 months.
I saw a doctor at Mom Doc. I don't recall. I saw a provider at Banner Urgent Care. I think her name was Tamara, something with an L. And she may have been a nurse practitioner. I saw a doctor at Planned Parenthood in Mission Viejo. And you said, how long? Hold on. Boop. There we go.
You're doing great. So
You're doing great. This is great for me.
You're doing great.
Oh, sorry.
So one of the questions I had ahead of me was wait. I had ahead of me was you have been to Planned Parenthood in the past 24 months?
Yeah. Yes.
And the Planned Parenthood you have been to is Planned Parenthood Mission Viejo or whatever the branch is there.
Yes.
When was that?
That was in July of last year.
July of 23?
23, correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
you have no problems expanding the HIPAA release to include Planned Parenthood, Mission Viejo, July 2023.
No.
Have you seen any other providers at Planned Parenthood in Arizona?
No.
Just the one visit in the summer of 2023 to the location in Mission Viejo.
Yes.
And any other medical providers?
In the last
24 months.
All right, then that part's blocked out. We got some more redacted. Okay. All right. Back at it here.
All right. I'm going to show you Exhibit 9. Exhibit 9 is from Scottsdale Medical Labs. Have you been a patient at Scottsdale Medical Laboratory or Labs?
Yes.
This is an ultrasound dated July 7th, 2023.
Yes.
Is that your name on the top and your birth date next to it?
And that is my name and birthday. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this is the ultrasound that you received at Smile that was presented by Bonnie Slater in the prior proceedings, correct?
Yes, it was. It was. But this was actually Planned Parenthood.
Okay. I want to make sure I clarify that. Let's start off with the basics. On Exhibit 9, is this your ultrasound?
Yes.
Did you go into a facility, a Smile facility, because it is earmarked Smile to get this ultrasound?
I did not.
Where did you get this ultrasound?
Planned Parenthood and Mission Viejo.
So I don't know Mission Viejo well, but is what you are suggesting that Scottsdale Medical Imaging has a branch in Mission Viejo, California?
No.
I am totally confused here. I will give you a chance here to explain how there is a Scottsdale Medical Imaging ultrasound that you claim came from Mission Viejo.
There is not. This was the actually taken in Mission Viejo. This was not taken at Smile.
Why does it say Smile on it?
Well, I mean, I did change the top of that from Planned Parenthood to Smile because I didn't want him to contact the doctor. Duh.
Okay. I'm showing you real clearly Bait Stamp 0183. It's an ultrasound image that you are admitting to have changed information on. Is that true?
Just the top left. Yes. The location.
I am going to ask the question again.
Yes.
Did you change the date on what has been marked as Exhibit 9?
Mr. Keith enters the chat. She answered the question, Greg. Objection form. And this is really bad for my client.
Right? Other than changing the word smile on that exhibit, did you change anything?
No.
All right. I'm going to give you an opportunity now because we are 3 years into this and a year, 3 years into this and a year into this case. Is this the only document you have altered?
Yes.
So every exhibit in this entire history of our position, which is feigned pregnancies, this is the only document that you are acknowledging having touched via arts and crafts
to her face. To her face. He's calling it arts and crafts. Okay. I want to see her face so bad.
Right? I know. Is CE 0183 marked for today's deposition as Exhibit 9.
Objection form. And Greg, I'm going to ask you, let's keep it professional in the questions. Yes, this is the only this is the only one, and I would hope that the fact I'm admitting that would mean something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Shut up.
Thank you.
Shut up. Oh god.
I
Okay.
gave you something. Now you have to like just let it all go, right? No, ma'am. That's not how this works. Well, it means that you lied. In
In gotta go up here.
and an exhibit at the top. Wait, it's 83 at the top. Keep going. Thank you. I can see now.
Okay.
You understand that. So this is where we go back to this issue of you being able to plead the fifth. You acknowledge you had a medical document that you changed, and you are telling me right now that's the only one I have to know about.
Yes.
What software did you use to change it?
Adobe Acrobat.
Where were you when you changed it?
At my house.
When did you change it?
Whenever this was, because I didn't want him to contact Planned Parenthood.
At what point? Wait, at what? You have to go down. I can't see.
Sorry, babes.
At what point were you going to tell my office or your own attorney that you doctored a medical record?
I mean, as I said, it's my ultrasound. It is my ultrasound.
Bonnie Platter subsequently withdrew from representing you?
No, Bonnie did not. I just didn't re-up the retainer because it was $5,000 gone through in a week.
I can't imagine why, Laura.
Hmm.
You are aware that Miss Platter used this exhibit in your own proceedings, right?
Correct. It was my ultrasound.
Go down just a little bit.
Sorry.
I want to show you Exhibit 10. I think we have a little technology action here.
Uh-uh. You can be Rainy.
There's actually no audio on this, but I'm going to show it to you.
Okay.
Did you see Exhibit 10?
Yes. I do have eyeballs.
That's you have eyeballs.
I got eyeballs.
That's a video dated September 5th, 2023.
Yes.
Is that yours?
No, I never stated that was mine. I was asked that by Dave Neal.
The Exhibit 10, which is a smile sonogram, what's the identifying information on there?
We don't know.
Redacted. What's the other identifying information on there?
GA =17W0D. I say it like that because I don't think she actually knows what it means. 17 weeks and 0 days, in case anybody. That's the gestational age on the ultrasound, by the way, friends.
So you admit that the sonogram in Exhibit 10 is not yours.
Exhibit. Okay, yes, that's not mine.
Okay. If I were to look at a sonogram of this alleged pregnancy, the only place I would see that from its original source would be Mission Viejo, Planned Parenthood.
Wait, are you talking about the video,
Oh,
or I'm confused.
that's fair. We're all confused. And that's fair. Your testimony is confusing. Sorry, I'll get it right. Take 3. And that's fair. Your testimony under Exhibit 10 is that, ain't you?
Exhibit 10 is that, yes, correct. That's not even a fucking answer to it. What? Okay.
Well, ain't you ain't really a question.
No, it's
There's how many sonograms have you had for this alleged pregnancy?
what? What?
Where was it?
Planned Parenthood, Mission Viejo.
So I'm going to ask my question again. If I were to want the original source of the sonogram, the only sonogram that you took in a 6 or 7 month pregnancy, I could only get it from the source at Mission Viejo, Planned Parenthood.
Yeah. And I did go anonymously.
Oh. So if I issue a subpoena to them, because you are going to sign a consent when we bring this to Judge Mata's attention, they are not going to know it was you that was there.
I self-paid. I mean, I don't know.
Okay. He's so frustrated. You can hear it. I can hear it. Okay. So I'm going to give you an opportunity again. This is me when I'm trying to get information from my daughter. It's like, all right. And then what happened? Okay. So I'm going to give you an opportunity again because you have got statements under oath that we are about to get to from the prior proceedings. You do not have any answer. You do not have to answer my questions. You can always plead the fifth.
Pro tip,
Your test-
if anybody tells you you can plead the fifth, probably do it because they're like, oh, this is going into criminal territory. All right?
I was going to say, because it doesn't really work unless
Mm-mm.
you're about to be guilty of something criminal, because it really doesn't.
Yeah. It doesn't work for anything else. Mm-mm. It's only for criminal. You're dipping into criminal waters here.
That's
So
exactly
shut your
what
mouth.
that was. Your testimony now is that the sonograms that I just presented to you are not yours, correct?
The one sonogram is mine.
And it came from Mission Viejo. But Mission Viejo is not going to have any idea it was you because you did it anonymously, but then you went back and you added your name to it.
Objection form because I got nothing else. This is so bad. No, I didn't add my name to it. My name was on it. I changed the smile thing.
Your name was on it?
And I changed smile.
Hang on for a second. You just told me that you were anonymous at Planned Parenthood.
But I changed smile on there. I think I'm confused as to what you're asking.
No problem. We will slow it down a little.
God. Okay. And are you talking about, can you just tell me what exhibit? We're talking about 2. And this bitch is like, I don't know which one you're talking about. I don't know. What?
Just to be clear, for the record, I'm talking about Exhibit 9.
Exhibit 9.
That's the one you say that you changed and attributed to another medical provider located in Scottsdale, Arizona, correct?
Correct.
And that's SMILE, which is an acronym for Scottsdale Medical Imaging Labs or something like that, correct?
Correct. I have gone there before.
You are a patient of SMILE?
Correct.
So when I get the subpoena for the records release from SMILE, this isn't going to be there because they didn't do this test.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you just put your name on the test.
Correct.
This test, according to you, was originated in California?
Correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you went in there anonymously.
Oh, wait, we're on that side. Sorry. Correct. And I added my name in the facility name. Correct. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we're changing your testimony. So it's not, you originally said you just changed and added the word SMILE, but now under oath, you are saying you added your name to it, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
And your date of birth?
Yeah, I changed the top. My date of birth actually, I think they may have had my date of birth. They may have had my date of birth there. They may have had that. If you were to get the record, they may have my date of birth because they did ask my age.
When you submit records to a court, you understand that you are signing a verification with them and that there's an expectation of honesty.
Yes. And I don't believe this was ever submitted to court.
All right. I'm not done with Exhibit 9 yet. Your testimony now that we have worked through it a little bit is the entire top section of Exhibit 9 is an ultrasound from Planned Parenthood in California where you appeared anonymously. You took that ultrasound and you added your name and a date and information to it.
The date is correct.
Uh,
She won't even say it. Oh, wow. Oh, hi, Elsie.
That's what I'm
Hello.
talking about, running down the clock. Can you imagine 2 hours? You only have 2 hours. And she just argues in circles. She literally reminds me of my 15-year-old. This is how questioning my 15-year-old is.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Where is the original of this? This is like literally how I talk to my daughter when I'm having to pull teeth.
I mean, I just have that. I mean, I'm sure I would have it on my computer.
Okay. What would you have on your computer?
Like the images, my photos.
How did Planned Parenthood California Mission Viejo give you this image?
I asked them to send it to me.
Via?
Okay, well, maybe I actually just took a screen grab of it. No, doesn't look like that. I don't recall.
I'm not familiar with Mission Viejo Planned Parenthood. Do they do like a medical records portal?
No, they do not.
Did you walk out of Planned Parenthood with this?
With what?
Whatever this image is that you doctored, did you walk out with it?
Oh, wait, that's right. We go down. Well, I didn't. Are you referring to doctoring in terms of the top?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I didn't alter the ultrasound image. And this is even reviewed by another doctor independently.
We can debate that, but this particular image, how did you get it?
I thought I had taken a picture with my phone, but it doesn't look like it was taken with my phone. So I don't recall.
So you may have, your position would be you were in Planned Parenthood. You took a screenshot with your cell phone and then you came back to Phoenix and you used Photoshop to change the caption.
I used Adobe Acrobat to change the caption. Yes.
Okay, because it's like the same.
What the fuck? No.
Okay. How would you get me the original of what this was before you messed with it?
I can contact Planned Parenthood to see if, from the day I was there, if there are records from there.
So you would be willing to, for my office, sign not just a HIPAA release, but a special. Keep going.
Oh, that's right. We go all the way to the top. Sorry.
Waiver that California may require because of their confidentiality laws with their Planned Parenthood and privacy, so that I could have the original information, right?
I mean, I don't know what rights I would be waiving in California.
Well, you want Judge Mata to have the original records in front of her, correct?
Judge Mata will see I was pregnant. I have other pregnancy records as well.
This is not a debate. This in particular, Exhibit 9, you have provided and you have acknowledged.
To Clayton? Yes.
To Clayton, I have got it too. It's right in front of me. You acknowledge you made changes to this document, correct?
Correct.
And you acknowledge that it's important that we know what the original was of this document to know what you changed.
Correct.
Because right now, I'm going to take your word that it's the original, right? Because there's no verification.
Correct.
So you're going to work with my office to contact Mission Viejo and get the original source material from their database, whatever it is, so we can see what this image looked like before you, whatever you did to it. Can we agree to that?
Like I said, I went anonymous, but like I'm happy to help you guys however I can.
Why did you go anonymous?
Because I didn't want people to know I'm pregnant at the time.
But Planned Parenthood is privileged. You have been there before.
I had been there before, but I didn't want anyone to find out because I wasn't in a relationship or anything. Shut up. So you go to a whole other fucking state? Are you kidding? Nobody, this is what, July 7th, she says? Nobody even knows about this. Okay. Well, what the elders think.
You understand why people may think you may be lying about this Exhibit 9, right?
I do. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, let's move on. I'm going to move on and show you Exhibit 10.
Was 10 the video?
Yeah, you saw the video, the September.
I think that's the end of that.
No, I want
Yes.
the whole thing.
I know, right? I know.
Okay,
I know.
listen to Buffy whine because I want all of it. I want all of it. I want it,
Right?
it reenacted. It's so funny.
I
Okay.
see her face the whole time with her stupid, like, that doesn't even make sense what she said at all, ever. Oh my God, she's so frustrating and stupid, and I hate her stupid face. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do, but that's okay. So that brings us to the conclusion of today's documents. Oh, so the same day that this motion for a joint hearing, right? We think the day is done. The case is done, right? They've reached out to Judge Judy, Judge Mana, say, let's end this
Judge
shit. There's
Judy.
fraud everywhere. We're done. All right. Summary judgment for us. Give us attorney fees. What happens that same day? Well, Laura gets a new attorney, and that attorney's name is David S. Gingras.
I should have had the dun dun dun
right
sound.
Dun dun dun. And if you were like, what would a lawyer that's like Laura be like? It's what we've been told anyway. It's him. It's him. Things get off the rails very quickly. If you think this story's gotten crazy, it's about to
I
get a whole lot
cannot wait.
crazier.
I have been waiting for him to enter the story because I hear he has something else. I don't know what to say. It's something else, and I have been waiting for this.
Not only does he write very lengthy motions, he also writes blogs to the public, which you shouldn't do, but he does apparently.
So ready for this.
I am so ready for it too. So tomorrow we'll be
because I feel like, even though Love Trap did talk about Gingras, I don't feel like it really talked about him to the extent that I wanted to know more.
Right. All right. So let's go over Clayton's cost for this episode. Okay, that we're doing. So it starts off. We start at $42,175 at the end of February. Now the next day is March 1st, which is going to be Laura's deposition. So immediately racks up a $4,530 bill for that deposition of her lies.
I mean, that makes sense.
And then on the 3rd, Greg Woodnick emails with Smile regarding their tampered records because he's like, oh, bitch, I'm making some phone calls tomorrow. On the 4th, racks up another $1,000, trying to, basically chase her lies at this point, calling providers, calling Planned Parenthood, and all of that. Email to Corey about the note to Clayton, fun things like that. Racks up another, $1,000 over 2 days.
I want to get paid that much money for a half hour of my time.
I know, right? But, I'll say this. In this case, those fees, well earned to deal with
I mean,
Laura
I
and chase
agree.
her shit.
Obviously,
But
I'm just
wow.
thinking, oh my gosh, like I want to make that kind of money.
So then here's some more monies. Another day of this is the motion to compel. Most of its work on that. Another $1,000 day.
Jeez.
More monies. Again, this is what, through March 15th? If you're doing mental math, you'll see that this is adding up very quickly. I mean, it's like $1,000 a day at least. Oh, by the way, draft an email to Sarah Navarro, which is Laura's sister. They did try to reach out to her. She did not respond back to them, by the way. But
I'm sure they did. Researched Sarah Owens.
Right.
I mean, they really bill for anything. I peed
Oh, yeah,
while
that's true.
doing this case. You're paying me for that too.
Right, to rewatch part of 2025 or October 25th OOP hearing. $442. You guys, you should be sending us more money. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding about that.
Dude, that is insane. Apparently, yeah. That's crazy. That is so crazy. I mean, they do charge for everything though.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, people should get paid for their work. I'm not saying they shouldn't, but just like, fuck. For an average person, this is insane to try to keep it financially. That's why, remember, Mike Maricini is still fighting this dumb bitch. So please donate to his GoFundMe because he basically has to raise possibly another $100,000 to clear this DVRO that's already been like gone with because she's trying to appeal that decision for a case she didn't even fucking show up in. And that's crazy. So please donate to him. His link is in our chat or it's in the description of this video. We also will be doing something very exciting soon regarding that. So stay tuned for those details. More monies all the way up to March 25th. So for today, what we covered, that time span, $12,000, $887.50 for all the bullshit we just learned today.
That's just for March? Or no, that's
we're not even done with March. Because
I mean,
Gingras
we have like 6 more weeks left, or 6 more days left in March.
Right.
This is through 25th.
So far he is now $55,000 into legal fees, right? And we're at this point where we should think everything should be done. That's a significant number in legal fees, but that should be done. Wait till you see what starts happening to those legal fees.
Oh my gosh.
Because yikes.
Yeah, because every time like her attorney sends up like a stupid motion, there has to be a response to the motion, and that just racks.
Yeah. Like Laura and Gingras are twin flames. So LMP says, I'm going to give you all a sneak tidbit. There will be a motion to compel lunch. That is the only thing by Gingras I have read. Because way back when I was trying to like put everything together in like December, I saw this. I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? And I open it and I read it and I'm just like, what? You're trying to make the judge make you have lunch with Woodnick to have lunch with you? Is this real life? Is this a real lawyer? What? So I have read it. I haven't read it since December, but that was one of those that I was like, oh boy. Wowzers. And we'll be covering that tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow, as we said, we just found out she hired David Gingras in the timeline. He comes in like a freaking wrecking ball right out the gate, filing lengthy motions and writing his own blogs, which is always a bad idea. And we are going to be reading several of those tomorrow. And that's just the beginning, because there is more motions and blogs for the next while. You're like, oh, why is it taking us so long to get to the trial? You're about to find out. You're about to find out why it's going to take so long to see that. So you definitely don't want to miss us tomorrow at 11
Can't wait.
a.m. to start covering that. I mean, his first motion is 39 pages.
Oh, so
And
I
then his
need to
next
do
one
like
is 18 pages.
lip exercise, trill
Yeah.
exercises. for talking.
Perfect for you. You're off tomorrow. Yeah, like I said, that's all we really know about Jinger. I mean, obviously people are very vocal about him, so we're looking forward to it. But I'm already like, this is not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good for him. So that's what we got for you all tomorrow. Tonight is Thursday, right? Yeah, tonight's True Crime and Wine Time is at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we are starting a new case about Stephen Helder, the parachute mystery. Was it murder or was it suicide? It's a brief two-part. We're going to be trying something a little different where we're doing shorter episodes. We'll record it and then we'll talk with the chat afterwards. So it's going to be a little bit different. We're trying to test out some new things. So that'll be at 8 p.m. tonight Eastern, right here on our True Crime and Wine Time channel. Terry will be back as well. Anything you got to say before we get out of here? Because we're running a little later than normal. Besides donate to Mike Maricini.
I am ready for this. This is what I've been waiting for. Everybody keeps talking about this man. I need to see what all the fuss is. So I am ready for it.
I might just have Elbow Feet buy me a bottle of liquor because I feel like I'm just going to get pissed at the end of every day for like the next ever.
It's Fukong Friday.
It is Fukong Friday tomorrow. So, oh, there's Terry. There's Terry. Yeah, she'll be back with us, with me tonight. So, all right, friends, you all have a great rest of the day. We will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Thank you, everybody who became members, gifted memberships. There's a whole member-only section. We also have our Laura Owens playlist. So if this is the first time you're catching us, we started all the way back at the beginning. So you can get on that timeline very quickly. Until tomorrow, you guys, go forth and be amazing. All right? Bye, friends.